Hello everyone, good afternoon and welcome back to another day of flying, and today I'm going to be flying two quick flights from Kristiansand to Gardermoen back, or then from Gardermoen to Haugesund and then ending the day there. It's a fairly short day today, but should be fairly nice nevertheless. So yeah, we are waiting here for the aircraft. I think it just departed or something. It is the ice, it have at least the ice in Oslo, so yeah, obviously the weather is not very good there at the moment then. So there is already delays today, so just see how it goes, but we will expect to be late today in general because of weather. Before we start with our fantastic briefing, then we will of course introduce the members. So we have 86 Willy, Lars, Martin and Jon, so shout out to all of you, and as always, thank you for the support, it is greatly appreciated. So yes. Apologies. Terrain, hello, welcome, opening well. No, I have not forgot the message. It is just that I set up everything at school and I don't have that message there. And I don't remember exactly what it reads. So it is just that I have it on my PC at home and not at my school computer. So I haven't forgot it, but it is generally something I don't post when I'm setting up there because I don't really have it. And I don't remember exactly what it says, so... Yep. Jesper, welcome up new well. Yeah, I see that, like 400, maybe even less than that visibility at the moment. 900 I think it is now. Yeah, not good. Hey, nice, enjoy it, Terrain, enjoy it. Yeah, Scarlett, hello, welcome, hope you are doing well. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I hope most of it should be fixed with the update to 2024 though. So yeah. Interesting. But yeah, that's unfortunate to hear indeed. You're flying down to Bangkok. Nice, enjoy it. But yeah, shall we do the briefing? So... Yes, so today, on the 17th of December 2025, flying two sectors, Kjevik, Gardermoen, and then to Karmøy. We'll be flying under the Norwegian Air Shuttle today, with Lima November in the mic, and I'll be piloting command. And we're departing at 17:20. We should be flying in about 40 minutes to Gardermoen, landing at 18:10, so about a 15-minute block time then. Flight level 330 is expected, fairly high flight level to be honest, in regards to that it's a very short flight. I think the weight will explain it, but we'll wait and see on if we'll decide to take a lower flight level then. Dispatch remarks, nil, that's good. Minimum fuel is going to be 4.8 tons, so start thinking about that so we can do a quick decision on the fuel there. Torp is going to be our alternate, and we do not have anything on the MEL or CDL today, so looking good. Yeah, again, expect a very light aircraft, expecting just 81 passengers to Gardermoen. So expecting a takeoff weight of about 53.7 tons, so again, a very light aircraft. So, but I mean, it should be fairly good as well. Max and Share Valley 2, so that's also looking good. And we pretty much have the latest weather. Kjevik, this is the 1550 meter. We can actually take the latest. Kjevik. So here we then have the 1620 meters, so wind 0603 with, what? 2000 meters, mist view at 2002, temperature 1.1, QNH 1011. Oh. Yeah. So a little bit of visibility drop here as well. The only noteworthy thing on the TAF as well is the probe 30 here between 15 and 20 with 500 meters fog and vertical at 200. So it starts with that trend now, where we do expect the visibility to drop here in Kristiansand as well. For Gardermoen, this is the 50 meter, again, there's you can see 900 meters. And let's check the latest. It may be even worse than that now. No, it's pretty much the same. So this is the 1620, winds 18 at 4, 900 meters, 1 on the right, 650, no change. 1 on the left, 2000, no change. Fog, scatter at 200, orcas at 400, temperature 0.2 minus 0. QNH 1009 tempo with 400 freezing fog. Not good weather at all. So let's see how this goes. But we don't expect it to be delaying us out of not Kirkenes, but Kristiansand too much. But probably on the departure out it may be. And on the forecast we do have these two probe 30 and 40 with respectively 30 with 500 fog and vertical at 200 and the 40 with 400 freezing fog and vertical at 100. I like how the probability, there's a high probability of worse weather than it is with better weather. I like that. That's good. No times wise, there's nothing in Kjevik, nothing in special. In Gardermoen, it's just that the RMP approaches, there's some changes to the minimums due to the planned crane activity. But with the weather now, we don't really anticipate RMP approach, so yeah. For the significant, this is valid 18 UTC on the 17th of December 2025 between flight level 100 and 450 from Washington. The only noteworthy thing under it here is going to be the moderate icing between flight level 260 and below flight level 100. And I will just be covering up out the Kjevik area, the western Norway then. So yeah, and winds, we're expecting pretty much a nice cross tailwind, so quite favorable winds en route today as well. Yes. So what do you guys think about fuel then? Do you have any suggestions? No thoughts at all? No thoughts? To be honest, I do really don't think we need anything extra really. Or maybe actually we should take a little bit extra because of the single runway. They are in LVP and Cat 3. So minimum 4.8. If we just take 15 minutes extra in case we need to go around because they lift the Cat 3 and we can't land because of the visibility, I don't know. That have happened before in real life. So 15 times 40, so that is about 600 kilos extra. And so we go 7 on 5.4 tons is it? If you guys don't have anything else to say on that, I think we'll go with 5.4 tons. That should give us plenty to get us to Gardermoen. We do expect to save a little bit as well, and because of separation and so on, we may need to could be a possibility of holding, or potentially that they lift the Cat 3 and we can't see the runway when using Cat 1. So, yep. So for the last flight for today to Haugesund, we are departing at 18:45. That means we will have approximately fairly nice 35-minute turnaround actually. So if you are a little bit delayed, we may be able to catch that on the turnaround to Haugesund. Flight time about 50 minutes. Landing at 19:40. Flight level 320 and no dispatch remarks here neither. With Bergen Flesland as alternate. So with a little bit more passengers than 152, a bit more baggage as well, and 60.8 tons is then expected takeoff weight here. Maximum share value will be 3 at top of climb, so we may expect a little bit more turbulence on this flight. And we do actually have a segment as well over Polaris. This is value between 1600 and 1900. It's going to be severe mountain waves forecasted. It's going to be between surface and flight level 240. we can actually just take a quick look on where that is currently located. Yeah, it is located pretty much right about over Bergen, but very close to Haugesund. So this one is valid to 1900, so it may be then. Since we're landing 1940, I don't really anticipate it will causing any significant problems for us, but we will have a look at it before departure or after 1900 if it is updated, to see if it is even moving southbound or where it is located, or if it's just completely gone. And we're going through the weather. Karmøy is looking fairly good. There's currently some gust reported at the 1550 meter. Expecting gust up to 28 knots, and there's a coming as well between 19 and 2100. With 160 at 28, gusting 38 with rain and broken for 1400 feet. So we don't expect the best weather in Haugesund, but at least the visibility is not going to be a problem, but mainly just the winds. And for Flesland as well, it is nothing really out of the ordinary. There's currently some gusts on the 1550 meter here as well, at 1200 feet. And we do also may expect some rain here as well, 4000 meters, but it's still within the minimum, so we don't need to worry too much about that. And again, nothing out of the ordinary in regards to the NOTAMs. There was a pushback procedure, but that's not anything to be concerned of. And the unmanned aircraft in Flesland. Yeah, nothing special. And the significant, this is the same chart. So we still have the demodelizing between 260 and below 100, and this is pretty much covering the entire route to Haugesund. And we do also have moderate turbulence between flight level 400 and 160, just west of Haugesund. So have that in mind as well. Maybe there will be a little bit of turbulence in regards to that. Generally though, it's looking fairly good. We do expect a headwind, so we will probably be landing late nevertheless because of that as well. So yes, any questions before we brief the cabin crew? No questions? Good. Let us brief the cabin crew real quick here before we then get ready to walk out when the aircraft have arrived. Yes, hello, good afternoon. Or hello again. Yes. Today is the 17th of December 25. We're flying 2 sectors, flying to Gardermoen from Kjevik, flying down from Gardermoen to Haugesund before we are then staying there for another day. We're going to be flying under Norwegian AirShuttle today with the Lima November in the mic, and I will be pilot in command. So yeah, first of all, the aircraft is currently inbound from Gardermoen. It is a little bit delayed because of the weather, so we do expect a slight delay due to that. Yeah, generally we do expect delays. Oh, it's already down here. Okay, it's actually fairly close. It's landing in about 20 minutes, so it's going to be arriving here shortly. But yeah, at least we are departing at 17:20 UTC out of Kristiansand. We're expecting a flight time of about 40 minutes to Gardermoen. We should be landing at about 18:10 UTC. And again, we do expect delays because the weather is deteriorating a little bit here in Kristiansand as well. So if it is deteriorating even further, then we may need to de-ice here as well, and then we will be delayed. So do expect further delays out of Kjevik as well. But yeah, generally the weather here in Kjevik is not really that bad. It's just starting to drop a little bit in the visibility. We do expect a little bit of turbulence on departure because we are departing most likely over the valley. So may expect some mountain-induced turbulence on departure. So do expect a little bit of turbulence during the departure at least. For the trip itself, we're going to be cruising at approximately 33,000 feet. And we do not expect any turbulence en route today. So it should be a fairly smooth flight. Yeah, weather in Gardermoen, not good at all. It is very low visibility indeed. And there could be some delays probably inbound because of excess separation required between aircraft. But generally don't really anticipate too much. But still, we may be even further delayed before we then get parked and preparing for the next flight. But yeah, again, generally it's going to be a fairly smooth flight today. Nothing out of the ordinary on this one. And then for the flight to Haugesund, we are departing at 18:45, so do expect a 30-minute turnaround, but that may be cut short. With a flight time of about 50 minutes, we should be landing at about 1940, but we'll probably be pushed because we have some quite strong headwind on the way down. Again, weathering Gardermoen, we may need to require a de-ice before departure because of the visibility. So we may be delayed out of Gardermoen. Generally though, even though the visibility is not good, we don't expect much else in regards to significant weather. We do maybe expect some moderate turbulence close to Karmøy, but it's not located at. But then, again, it can't be 100% accurate, so we may still expect a little bit of moderate turbulence on the descent into not Kjevik, but Haugesund, Karmøy. But that's still a bit uncertain. At least we're going to be cruising at 32,000 feet, and generally through most of the life we do not expect anything. Yeah, the weather in Karmøy, it's going to be windy. It's reported quite some strong gusts, and it is reported for the rest of the day. Except for that though, the weather is not going to be anything else significant. It is just going to be quite windy and turbulent inbound. So have that in mind. But except for that, again, we don't really anticipate any other complications for the flight. Generally though, there is no significant operational impact that's going to be affecting us, except for the weather. That may delay us a little bit. And if you're very unlucky, maybe delay us quite a bit. No MEL items or CDL items on the aircraft neither, so everything should be fairly good with the aircraft, but we have not been able to look at the technical log yet. But again, generally it's looking fairly good, so nothing significant. So any questions before we then can walk out to the aircraft? Probably not, then our briefing is complete then. Then we just need to wait for the aircraft. Should be hopefully coming soon. I hope. Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, that's so annoying. I understand you indeed, Jesper. So you can't recall any specific actions you have done right before the Watson crash. Have you done exactly the same before, or have there been something different all the time, or what exactly have you done if you remember that? Again, maybe that could help solving a little bit good old problem solving. Yeah, I see the flight is fairly shortly. Should actually be landing. Yeah, it's landing behind, but not too bad. 53. So we do expect slightly less than 30 minutes, but I think we should be able to catch that up. Actually, we will even get less because we need to wait for the passengers to deboard and then the outbound crew to deboard before we can. Or we can board with when the outbound crew is going out, but we need to wait for the passengers. Yeah, exactly. Maybe that is the thing, because if you click things too fast when you're entering that specific in the route page, it does crash. Because when it's going to be uploading things, you may have noticed that the simulator freezes a little bit. So it may be because of that. I have experienced that myself, that I have been clicking too much. So you need to be a little bit patient. Maybe that could help. Okay, so that... Okay. Yeah, then I don't know. Yeah, not much you can do then. Again, just hope for... I mean, the 77 is going to be released tomorrow, so... Switch over fairly soon. Anniken, hello, god ettermiddag. Welcome up, well. So yeah. At least I will not take the switch before... Yeah, at least I made a plan for that. We will not... Our first flight in 2024 should be on the 24th of December, hopefully. It will not be tomorrow. Obviously, it's going to be released when we are out flying already. And on the 20th, I'm flying to Lanzarote. I don't think I can do everything in one day. So, we will... I need a little bit of time to make sure that everything is working good with the aircraft as well. Because maybe PMDG may even delay the release, or they may have may need to update the aircraft a little bit after release to make it work properly for everyone. So, yeah. 24th is planned to be the first one. And I also want to end the 2020 era with the PMDG aircraft and not the IFLY. Because we are scheduled to fly with the IFLY tomorrow, or the MAX. We were actually supposed to do that today as well, but Norwegian changed that again. I think this is the third time they changed the aircraft type on this route. So yeah. So then 20th is going to be probably the last day we will be flying with the 2020. If everything goes according to plan. I mean, you don't need to have to buy it again. It is just an upgrade fee. You don't need to buy the entire aircraft, no. If I would guess, it will probably be like at least less than 200 kroner, I think. Something like that. It shouldn't be too much. It is just enough for them to cover the development cost of the upgrade, so shouldn't be too much, really. But yeah, we don't know how much it will be yet. We will know that tomorrow. Yeah, we just have 50. Okay, I don't think that will be enough. Or maybe that will be enough, I don't know. Good that Christmas is right around the corner then. So yeah. And I imagine their servers will crash tomorrow. Pretty much everyone will buy the aircraft at the same time. It won't work. It will crash, definitely. So, yeah. And again, we are all flying then, so... Couldn't have used it in 2024 tomorrow, nevertheless. It wouldn't have worked. Oh yeah, I see, but that's nice though. That's not bad at all, Jesper. Nice. Hope they will like it. What message? I may have overlooked it, apologies. But, yeah. So I don't think so. Sorry. It's not easy to get everything. It is, again, the flight have first priority of all things, really. I mean, it would be that in the real world as well, so... I mean, I think we were probably in the middle of the briefing or something, so... Yeah, I know we are terrain indeed, I know. But yeah, about the cleaning, I can't remember read anything about the cleaning. Our aircraft is turning base now, so it's landing soon. We do have ATC on as well. And I'm interested, it's quite interesting to see what's online in Polaris now, because we have this very strange sector controller that's online. Just on the over the sea, and then we have this guy that's basically over the same sector, plus a little bit extra into the Norwegian Sea. Quite interesting to look at. So, yep. Oh yeah, okay, I see. You need to delay. Okay, that's yeah, that's a long delay. Uh-huh. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. At least you will be able to fly out again. I mean, that's nice, at least. Yeah, I would imagine so. I can hear them quite loudly myself. Now it got quite quiet, I would say, out there. Yeah, At least I'm going to hopefully get another mic soon, because this mic is horrible. Would like a one I can have on my uniform instead, so I can have it with me as well. Because this one I need to move around when I'm moving myself. So yeah, I hope to be able to get that one. Hopefully on the 24th. So maybe on the 25th could be a new one. If I have time to set it up though. That's a catch. Yeah, so you're flying... Yeah, so flying round trip to Munich, if that's what you're saying. Yeah, that will be within the duty limits, yeah. If you're in regards to the rest... that's another one. Because in Norwegian, at least the minimum amount of rest you are required to have is 10 hours. That's like the minimum. That's more relevant when you're outside of base. Then it will be quite around that 10-hour minimum. But yeah, that's minimum required rest at least. So I'm not sure when you're landing then in Tromsø with a 1 hour and 45-minute delay. Yeah, imagine, so I would love to do it myself. One day. Yeah, our aircraft is landing soon. Unfortunate that I'm not going to be able to see that in the sim. Quite sad. Yeah, I understand that indeed. That it will miss 2024. Or the 24 release, yeah. But again, it will probably be a little bit turbulent in the start. Because it is... I mean, they can't cover all the bugs for all different types of system specs and so on, so... I will probably think some people will have some problems in the start. That's to be expected. But I mean, for many other developers that just release their aircraft, and don't have a thorough beta testing, they have more severe bugs, to say it that way. PMG is generally quite bug-free, thankfully. So yeah. And there we go, it's passing over the EMAs, and now over the threshold, and now it is, boom, landing on the runway. And there is the aiming point. I don't think this data is very accurate neither. Oh, they're landing 0-3 as well? Oh, then it suddenly teleported the middle of the runway. Hey, thank you. And it stopped like, whoa, that was a quick stop. Yeah, again, the ADSB data is not that accurate. If you refer to the Munich one, no, that we don't have that schedule at all. I know that my roster will be changed later this year, or for the later, like for 30 and 31st. So maybe. I know that it will be changed, but I don't know where we're going to be flying. So yeah. No, they didn't vacate, they just backtracked. So they're going to be vacating soon. And then we need to wait for the passengers to deboard, and then we can board. So they're going to be delayed. And I will probably be quite silent, working quite fast to get the aircraft around. So expect that. It's going to be a tight, this one. And we need to do the emergency briefing as well. Even better. Yeah, exactly. And I mean, that's a mindset that everyone should have, because everyone thinks that everything should work perfectly on the first day, and it basically never does that. You can see with 2024, it did definitely not work first day, but it took quite a while before they managed to update everything, because there was so much to do on the update side, or to fix. So yeah. But again, it's same with the 2020 as well. It wasn't perfect on the first day. It took quite a long time before it actually got quite stable. And I will say that Microsoft have been even better in 2024, making it stable even faster. But I mean, that will probably be because of the experience they have with 2020. So yeah, but that's definitely a mindset everyone should have. And no, I don't make them myself. I make Google make them. I randomize everything. What was that accent? What? Yeah, do a randomizer. So yeah, I don't know where I'm flying. But I know I need to change it, so yep. We're supposed to fly on the 29th and the 30th, but it will be switched to 30th and 31st instead. But I hate changing my roster, I really don't like it. Because in real life as well, you just can't simply change your roster. I mean, there could be exceptions, of course, but generally don't really just change it. So. Yeah, and again, like I said, they really want to get the aircraft out for us before Christmas. That's the thing. So, yeah, I totally missed on the stand though. They parked on a completely different stand than I expect. I can't do much with that. But yeah, again, their team also need a Christmas break, so if they don't release it before the holidays, then people will be, oh, we missed it. Because then it won't, they probably won't work for like at least a week because of the holidays. So it is also just to get it out to us. It is pretty much finished. Of course, there's going to be there's still some bugs that they're going to be fixing and so on. And there will be some post-release updates as well. That's always the case. But it's pretty much a finished product. Like I said, they really want to have the aircraft for another 5 days or something when they think it is finished before they release it. But in this case, they actually does skip those 5 days. So if the aircraft would have been ready tomorrow on the 18th, they will normally wait another 5 days before they release it. But in this case, they drop those 5 days and just release it on the 18th. Oh, you're in Romania, soon in Turkey. Nice. Yeah, so randomizing, just using a randomized list. So I list up everything I could do that day, and I go through it. If I can't do the first one because of some weird scheduling, I take the next one and go down like that. And I also normally do randomize my days as well. I do. Trying to make it as random as possible. Again, since in real life as well, you don't choose it yourself. I know. I saw the horrible visibility in Værnes today. It was quite bad. So yeah, I'm happy we did not fly up to Trondheim today. And I'm still happy that I'm ever done one diversion in my life. And I hope it will stay like that as well. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing as well. Getting late, so yep. Yeah, so from what I've heard, normally they have 5 working days and they have like 3-4 days off. 5 working days, 3-4 days off. But it is quite dynamic in Norwegian to say that way. It can change. But the standard is pretty much 5 days off and a few days off. 5 days of work and then a few days off. Something like that. But again, it can change. Norwegian is quite a dynamic company in regards to the rostering. Like, there was a guy that flew round trip from Kristiansand to Oslo and then back to Kristiansand. And also only 2 flights he did one day. And just a smooth flight, and then he got a technical issue that they did by an hour, but nevertheless. So, like, a crew change of a 25-minute turnaround is not uncommon for Norwegian. So you can, like, see a crew landing and then they run to the next aircraft. Aircraft changes as well, not uncommon. So, it's quite... can be quite messy sometimes, to say that way. Yeah, I think I saw that video. I didn't have time to reply because, yeah, was at school, of course. But yeah, I mean, wasn't a bad idea. But I'm a little bit concerned about copyright issues, first of all. And, yeah, and again, flying here is the main focus, not like the stream itself, really. So I don't really like advertising myself as a streamer either. I don't like that. It sounds very generic, and like people then think you're doing that and that and that, and I don't really do that and that and that. So yeah, I generally just prefer to do like here. I mean, it was a cool idea though, and I'm sorry that I didn't have time to reply there. I did see it though. I did. Yep, indeed. That's again the thing. If you have 2 pilots, then things will pretty much be 2 times more efficient. I can definitely feel that. It's getting quite tight. So yeah, I know. So, unfortunate for us, it works generally for them in real life. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Again, it's mainly those copyright problems. I don't want to be on their bad side. So yeah, I like how they just missed on the door. What happened with that? Oh, are they going to be able to make the door? No. I mean, we can start walking out though. I mean, do you know what? We can actually turn on that audio first because we are walking outside. Makes sense to have some audio then. Yeah, let us get out then. Quite dark here. Videre, Norwegian. I think actually the real aircraft parked in between those, the Norwegian and the Videre there. But I couldn't find where it was supposed to park. It's just like gate 7, and I could not find out where gate 7 was located, so stuck on that. And there's the captain is already sitting there. What happened to the first officer who just left? Yeah, it was a very light aircraft though. Nice. Fairly quick boarding. Sorry, deboarding. Are you ready to take us in? Yeah, I think so. I mean, we don't have much time, so I would really like to just get in here. Yes, hello. What happened with the lighting in here? Hello, at least. Good evening. Oh, sorry, afternoon. Oh, so it is evening right now. Hope you have a nice day. Ah, here it was empty. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Let us just get things ready, and then we need to be a bit quick. Yes, let us take a quick seat here. And let's just quick. Yeah, right. Yeah, we are one of those aircraft. Yeah, thank you. I hate that heads-up display. We're not even allowed to use it. The thing is that we can't even store it down in the sim. But that's exactly what I done in real life. Yeah, right. I do hate that large thing just in the way there. But yeah, let us just get the refueling on the way. And we requested a little bit extra because of the fog in Gardermoen. Pokemon. I like that, Pokemon. Quite accurate at the moment. Yeah, so we did request what is 5.4 tons. Oh, did that be quite a bit of fuel left in the tanks? 3.7. Yeah, so we'll just confirm the 26K, do we have short field installed? Yeah, looks like it. Let us double check the our version of the tech log or equipment on board an aircraft. It took a long time to attach this one. Yes. Short field performance. Yeah, we do. Okay. So let us just get that in the performance tool. So we already did that. 26K rack is up to date. Latest operation program as well. We have short field performance 26K winglets. Fantastic. We can just go skip right over here. Devik. Gardermoen. We Nordic. I think we're just straight 277. 277. Free news. Going to be via the Vavet 7 Bravo. That's for 2-1, so Vavet 2 Alpha then. And then the P-Banks. Ulmug. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. All stations were about to start boarding.
That's gonna be the Ripam for Mike. I forgot the transition.
Hello, living ground flight 290, direct forward. Traffic 290, direct forward,
No, that's the wrong number. 25467. But fairly strong winds though. Minus 55 degrees as well, fairly cold.
Can I have an 806,
Yep.
return flight 090. Return flight 090, okay.
And then 1009. So straight ahead, 16 DME, Svansheia, Sierra Victor Alpha, 16 DME. And then right turn 180. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the passengers have started boarding.
Thank you. Sierra Victor Alpha, runway heading is, let's say here, 032. 032, 16. And then it's tracking 180.
Gunner 906, descend 5,000 feet, connection 009, speed 250 aggressive. 5,000 feet, connection 109 and...
Ground torstai cockpit.
Go ahead.
Gunner level 1713, descend flight level 980.
Hi Captain, use Arctic update torstai that you know that we have started loading. VLL send the final road check. Once we are ready.
Contact below control, 1.0,
Roger.
that was 655.
Yes.
Contact Charlie, 120, good night.
Of course, I can't see the lights. Thank you. Pike's light not working. That's expected. Mention that in the tech log.
Gunner 12309, Boris, identified, camera sit, flight level C20.
Finish with refueling.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. While you're being seated, please remember that all mobile telephones and other portable electronic devices, such as CD players and laptop computers, must be turned off and stowed for departure. Thank you. Mine damer og herrer, velkommen ombord. Mens du sitter, må du huske at alle mobile enheter nå skal settes i flymodus, og andre bærbare elektroniske enheter, for eksempel CD-spillere og bærbare datamaskiner, må slås av og oppbevares for avrisse. Takk.
Gunner 1806, speed 220, aggressive to forward, fire forward, clear that at 1 and right. 220, aggressive forward, clear that at right.
1710, 1810, yes.
Gunner 11713, speed 250 or less.
Hello.
Hi Captain, all passengers are now on board.
Thank you.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it out.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
Confirm 5,000 feet on connection 1009.
Yes, let us then request clearance.
1009, radio 171.
Gunner 12309, resume on navigation like ticket. Information India stand. What stand are we currently at? Doesn't say that anywhere here. I think we're stand 15. 14. Boris, god kveld. Nordic 277 at stand 15 in Kjevik. With information India, requesting clearance to Gardermoen. Nordic 2775.
Ground torstai
Gunner
cockpit.
750 Juliet, fly heading 080.
Go ahead.
08050 Nordic 277.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the road jet up torstai you now. We are waiting for you torstai close. Once the beacon light is switched on VLL contact you torstai begin pushback.
Nordic 277 is cleared to Gardermoen via Vavet to Alpha departure. Initial line 5,000 feet. Squawk 6056.
Nordic 277 correct.
Yeah, Roger. Hello.
Hi Captain. Okay, here's the load sheet from ground. I've written the passenger count here, the crew count here, and the total number of souls, not including yourself, here.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, good. We should be ready for push in hopefully about 10 minutes, so just give us a call ready back there.
No problem.
Thank you. Just take the latest weather here in Kjevik as well. That is actually very good. They have improved significantly. Yeah, we're ready for the departure briefing. So we can start off with the taxi. I was not in the middle of the screen at all. For the taxi, airport charts here, Kjevik, 10-9, effective 4th of September 25. So, we are parked at stand 15, that's going to be down about here, expecting a pretty straight push. Then we'll take a left turn on Alpha. And then departure from Alpha runway 03. There's no hotspots, taxi restrictions, and no tabs for Kjevik today. We do have a few warnings here, so moderate wind shear turbulence may occur on short final for MS0321 within sector 270, 030 degrees with wind speed 50 knots or more. Moderate, occasionally severe turbulence may occur on short final for MS0321 with sector 300-360 degrees with wind speeds 30 knots or more. So that's going to be then potential turbulence then on the departure out of 03. RCR, need to double check on that. I don't remember the value, so we'll check that before, but it should probably be between 555 good or 666 dry. And weather conditions are looking fairly good. Visibility have improved from the pre-flight briefing, so we don't really anticipate any significant issues on the ground here, at least. For the seat, we are cleared by the Vavet. This is the wrong runway, apologies, forgot to change. Yes, we are cleared by the Vavet to Alpha departure. This will be on chart NH3, effective 4th of September 25. So we're departing on Alpha track 032 degrees to Charlie November 400, then to Nelip, and then continue on 036 degrees to Vavet. We say 4,000 feet. Minimum 250 knots below flight of 100 as usual, with an initial climb 5,000 feet as we got from the controller. And yeah, nothing else really significant, no noise abatements required for departure neither, so we'll not fly any of them. Yeah, engine outset for this one, that will be pretty straightforward. We will be flying straight ahead, 16 miles from Svenshaya VR, and we already set Svenshaya on standby on Radeon number 2, correction number 1, if that will be required. And then at 16 DME, we'll take a right turn, tracking 180 degrees, and then continue climbing up to 5,000 feet. And generally, there's nothing really to be aware of here. We are departing below the maximum landing weight, so that is good, nice and good as well. We are expecting fairly good weather. Visibility have improved, it's a bit cloudy, but nothing that's going to be stopping us. And we do have all the runways available for landing if required. Yes, are there any questions before we go over to the route briefing or the route check? Probably not, then we can continue over to the route check then. So we are cleared by the Vavet to Alpha departure. Continue to Vavet, then it's going to be direct to Pipex, direct to Ulmug, direct to Ripa, and then Ripa for micro arrival into Gardermoen. Ground distance to Oslo is 250 North miles. We have 238. That is, yeah, the difference could be explained because of different SIDs in use. It says 7 Bravo here on the charts from 21, but we're using actually 03. But yeah, everything is looking good here, nothing outstanding, so we can accept that deviation. And we are expected to be landing with approximately 4 tons, and that's plus with extra, and it says 2.7 here, so we're landing with about 1.3 tons extra, so that's good. Good to know. Threats this evening, it's going to be the mountainous terrain on the end of runway 21, so that is something to be aware of. We should be able to climb out of that fairly quickly, since we are so light today, but still be aware of those in the area. It's a fairly short runway here in Kjevik as well, so we've got to be having a quite quick acceleration, so again, to be sure that we don't over-rotate the aircraft or under-rotate the aircraft during the departure. But other than that, there's nothing really else significant. So, any questions? Probably not, the nav briefing is complete. Brief checklist to the line. Pincer covers, removed, oxygen, tester 1%, nav transfer and display switches. Normal auto, window heat. On, precision mode selector, auto, flight instruments. We are tracking 298 QNH 1011, we are reading about 60 feet.
Yeah, that's plus minus 0. Park brake set, engine start, lever cut off, taxi takeover briefing completed. Pre-flight checklist to the line is complete. No, we're not on the emergency briefing yet. We're going to do that in just a few moments. Just going to do a quick PA before we do the emergency briefing. We don't need to do that with the departure briefing. This is a different briefing. 40 minutes, flight level 330. Don't maybe expect some turbulence during the departure. But we don't expect anything en route. And the weather in Gardermoen is horrible, to say it mildly. Actually, no, it's fairly good, actually. 5,000 meters of visibility.
I need you to be established first, so yeah.
South and 0 degrees. Mine damer og herrer, god kveld. Mitt navn er Fabian. Jeg er kaptein bord i dag. På vegne av Norwegian og resten av besetningen så ønsker vi dere hjertelig om bord denne flyvningen fra Kristiansand oppover mot Oslo lufthavn. Flytid mot Oslo i dag er forventet til å bli rundt ca. 40 minutter. Vi kommer til å være litt bak skjema for øyeblikket, eller gjennom flyturen. Dette er på grunn av litt dårligere veiforhold tidligere ut av Oslo. Vi beklager så mye for denne forsinkelsen, men håper vi skal få kommet oss ut herfra så fort som mulig. Men hvis dere kan være helsynlige, setter dere ned, ta på sikkerhetsbeltet, så vil da kabinbesetningen gå gjennom en sikkerhetsbriefing som omfatter former for sin andre sikkerhet ombord. Venter ikke en lang dagstur i dag, før vi er klare for avgang ved rullebanen. Avgangsturen vår i dag er også ganske så grei med en nordøstlig avgangsrute, før vi da fortsetter nordover mot Oslo. Vi forventer en marsjhøyde på rundt ca. 33 000 fot. Kanskje noe turbulens er forventet rett etter avgang. Utenom det, gode flyforhold er forventet. Men som alltid vil man få sikkerhetsrute på, bare sånn tilfelle vi kommer bort til uforventet turbulens. Og værforholdene i Oslo for øyeblikket ser ikke sånn kjempebra ut. Det er litt grann lavere sikt med 0 grader, og så litt grann vind kommende fra dør. Ellers, sitt her, slapp av, så får vi veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Fabian. I'm the captain aboard today, and on behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, we will wish you very welcome aboard this flight from Kristiansand up towards Oslo Airport. Flight on towards Oslo this evening is expected to be approximately 40 minutes. We are shortly ready for departure from here. We do expect to be pushing at approximately 5 to 10 minutes, and there is a little slight delay because of some poor weather earlier in Oslo, and we do apologize for this, and we hope to be able to catch up a little bit during the flight back, and also depart out of here as quickly as possible. But if you may, then please sit down, take your seatbelts, and then the cabin crew will go for a safety briefing that we encourage you to follow for your own and others' safety on board. We do not expect a long taxi before we're ready for departure at the runway. Our departure routing as well looking good with a northeasterly departure before we then continue northbound towards Oslo. Expecting a cruising altitude of approximately 33,000 feet. Maybe some turbulence is expected during the right after departure, but generally good flying conditions are expected. But as always, we do recommend the seatbelt on just in case we encounter some unexpected turbulence. And the weather in Oslo at the moment is not really looking the best. Some low visibility, light winds from the south, and 0 degrees centigrade. Otherwise, sit and relax, and we hope you're going to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. Okay, are we ready for the emergency briefing then? Yes. So, emergency briefing. So, below 80 knots, I'll stop the aircraft for any warnings. Above 80 knots, priority V1 will stop for fire warning, engine failure, predictive windshield warning, or airplane enable and safe to fly. If I will stop or stop my controls, I will close the receivers, disengage the throttle, apply max manual braking and verify RT brakes. Manual rest speed brake cable, apply max reverse thrust to stop the aircraft. If vehicle stop, I will verify first is closed, auto disengaged, and max braking applied. I'll call speed up, speed race on top, verify reverses, and call the rest status. I'll call any incompleted items, 80 knots, 6 knots, auto brake disarm, and advise ATC of the reject. Then once I come to complete stop, I will slow down the reversers, lower the speed brakes, then we'll identify the problem, and I will command any memory items that may need to be accomplished. I'll assist you in identifying the problem, and I will accomplish any memory items on your command. Then we will evaluate the situation. If no evacuation is needed, OMPA remains the situation under control. If the situation is unclear, OMPA can migrate to the stations. Then if it is out of evacuate aircraft, I will order flaps 40, go to the back order of the QRH and read through the evacuation checklist. Happy? Hope so. So, there were no actions below 40 feet, except cancel any warnings and raise the gear at positive rate. At 40 feet we will have heading select and we'll go fly out by track, heading 16 miles Svansaya and then right turn, tracking 180 degrees 5000. And then further as we have discussed already on the departure briefing. Are there any questions? No. Then our emergency briefing is complete then. Let us verify the load sheet and then we are good to go. Yes, so 81 passengers is expected. We have 81 and plus 6 crew, that's 87 souls on board. Seat fuel weight 49.3. 49.3, that's good. And the minimum fuel 4.6, we have 5.4 and 5.4. And 3 points, so that was 53.7, 54.7. That is expected with the extra fuel, so that is all good. Fantastic. We can execute that. I need to verify the RCR, enable cruise altitude. I will fix that in cruise.
From 112309, next sector of time, so go at 312 left way.
Yeah, it's a 666 dry runway here, fantastic. Dry, takeoff weight 54.7. And center gravity at 21.7. And yeah, and then 21 minus 4 is 17.7. Yep. Yeah, we can fire up the AP. Yes, that will be 22 kd rate, assumed temperature of 45 degrees. That will give us 86.1 and 86.2, yes. So 22, 22, 45, 45, 86.1, 86.2, good. Flaps today will be 1. Trim 5.4 and then 31, 32, 38. 31, 30. 39. So 5.4, yes, and 31, 32, 39, 31, 32, 38. Yep, all good. Yes, prefer checklist below the line. Fuel, 5,400 kilos on board. Comes on, passenger signs set, auto brake, RTO, CDB cars. Completed, takeoff speeds, V1 131, VR 132, V2 139. MSP V2 139, heading 032 degrees, altitude 5,000 feet. Prefer checklist complete.
Climb VSS flight level 280 Nordic 544.
From 1124, contact the tower 118.305, hello.
Whoa, Ahyad.
Apologies, it wasn't working. Yeah, may you please connect? Yeah, can you please disconnect the ground equipment and prepare for push start?
Hello, passing flight level 250
Roger.
in descent.
Stand by.
Flight level 230.
We're 355 below this below, clear to direct Titla, descent flight level 120.
Descent flight level 120 and you can repeat the generic.
Thank you.
Direct Titla, Tango, India, Tango, Lima, Alpha.
Direct Tango, thank you.
Polaris Central with Erin, Serene 124, passing patrol 207.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger, thank you. We'll pressurize hydraulics.
Delta.
Information Delta, very much.
Good.
Canada Airman 180, coupling in off-run, switch our right 122, that's right.
On our way, 122, that's right. Thank you.
You are just 10 minutes behind, so not too bad.
Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Nordic 277 requesting push and start.
Nordic 277, push start route, QNH 1011.
Push and route QNH 1011, Nordic 277. Yes, before start checklist. Block the door. Close locked, doors, windows. Close locked, anti-collision light on, transponder set, rudder aileron trim, 3 and 0. Before start checklist complete. Yes, cockpit cleared push, brake set.
Release parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Thank you, starting 2 on sequence. I misclicked, didn't I? Yeah, I did. Nice, 10 minutes behind, not too bad.
No further disease, switch our right 122, that's right.
1 minute flight, thank you for button and 5 Radeon.
Starting number 2.
Set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for good engine start.
Roger, standby. I clicked though. There you go.
Speedbird 9, Foxtrot.
Starting it out. Starting number 1.
Is offline now, switch our right 122, that's right.
125, Speedbird 9, Foxtrot, thanks, bye-bye.
Canada Airman 281, switch our right 122, that's right.
Say again the frequency for Canada 281?
Outright 122, that's right.
122, that's right, Canada 281, bye.
Nordic 544, direct, go.
Direct 8 mode on Nordic 544.
LOS 250, coupling in a front, switch our right 122, that's right.
LOS 250, master the sunlight, measure is by.
Sovereign 124, descent 3000 feet, QNH 1010, via Undid, KLRS 18.
Stuck it out. Copy down with 2 good inserts, you can disconnect.
Unlocking gear.
18, sorry, 124.
Perfermance 355, descend flight level 100.
I know.
Descend flight level 100.
But it is easier to just have that than starting with messing with the audio. Because now you can hear my headset and VPAD at the same time. But you can't hear GSX without the headset. Instead of turning you on and turning you off and so on, and forgetting something, I just turn it on and turn it off. Yeah, thank you for the help. Have a good day. Look for VR pin. Bye. So yeah, I know, but something you just need to live with, unfortunately. It will be gone soon. Now, actually.
Polaris Control, good evening.
There you go, got the gear pin. Flaps on, flag logic.
Landing 7,000 feet. And departed out of Gardermoen.
Delta, Charlie Fox, Mike, India, Polaris Alert, identified, can be assist flight level 310.
Yes, before taxi checklist. Generators on, zero beat, on, anti-ice, off, aircon and press, max auto, isolation valve, auto, engine start switches, continuous, recall, checked, engine start levers, R10, flight controls, checked, ground equipment, is clear, flaps, 1 planned, 1 green, APU, off before taxi checklist complete.
5,000 feet, QNH 1009.
Descend 5,000 feet, QNH 100.
No! Nordic 277 requesting taxi.
Nordic 277, taxi via Yankee Alpha, line up 03.
Taxi via Yankee Alpha, correction, yeah, via Yankee Alpha, line up 03 Nordic 277. Right clear, left clear. Even clear to lane up, not bad.
Go for Polaris Control, KM 462 out of level 350.
So 462, Polaris Hello, direct pit cloud, descend flight level 120.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is
Direct
clear
level
for takeoff.
120, 462.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Have a secure. There's a ground worker just right there. I'm not sure why he is there, but he's going to be gone in just a few months. Why in the world is he right there?
Delta, Mike India, clear direct Nepo.
Delta Mike India, direct Nepo.
Okay, we clear to line up on the runway. But so then we'll just do that then. Just do this turn here and then we can set up the lights. So we don't blend anyone unnecessarily. Okay. Right is clear. Left is clear.
Ready flight, clear right bar up.
Live control clinique, so we had take a mail for the rock like now.
The 252, clear direct bar up.
Direct bar at 252.
Yes, you all ready?
MRS 355 via bar up, question via pit cloud transition, clear left, 1 9 right.
So I'm ready when you give us the call.
Runway, sorry,
Oh, we need to do the before takeoff checklist. Apologies. Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
cleared ELS runway
One plan,
19
one grid, stabilizer trim, 5.4 units. Chemical. Yemen, before takeoff checklist complete.
Delta Mike India, clear KLM.
That's the threat when you get a line of clearance, when you get the taxi clearance. Easy to forget the takeoff checklist. Nordic 277, ready for departure.
Nordic 277, wind 0508, final knots 03, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 03, Nordic 277. Yes, ready.
Lufthansa 2 Golf
Take
Yankee,
off.
no further to see, switch over 3, 122, that's fine. Nordic 544, no further to see,
Static rest.
switch over 3, 122, that's fine.
3, 122, that's made Nordic 544.
Press set. Checked.
V1.
Gear up.
Then I will 0377 Polaris Polaris, 41427.
41427.
Flaps on, speed, correction, flaps up, speed, checked.
Canada 0377, I
Flaps up, no lights.
Clear the Belgium 3 Mike Radeon, direct Oslo.
Clear Belgium 3 Mike Radeon, direct FSLTL, and yeah, we can wait to the distance.
Nordic 277, report fast transit.
Passing 3500, Nordic 277.
Nordic 277, identified, and try to be 330, direct sequence.
Climb 330, direct rebound, Nordic 277. What's way past 330? 330. Set. Come on, eh? You cleared the direct rebound.
Delta Mike India, contact freedom control, frequency 123.
Rebound, confirmed. Execute.
Delta Mike India, over to freedom control, 127.
Delete the reduce climb.
127, that's 175.
And set standard after takeoff checklist.
755 for Delta Mike India, have a nice day, bye bye. Scanner 352, descend and ready, try to
And after takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds. All packs. Auto landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Open the light. Light altimeters. Passing flight level 8 free. Now. Plus minus 0. After takeoff checklist complete.
Nordic 277, clear rebound for Mike arrival, direct to
Clear rebound for Mike arrival, direct to Texo, Nordic 277. Okay, direct to Texo, clear rebound for Mike. Texo, confirm. Execute. Yeah, we can't fly this high. It is not possible. Passing 100. Yes, looking all good. To set up for the approach then. Direct it takes already, so already that far down the star.
Sovereign 1 to qualify and established runway 18.
Sovereign 124, Roger, with the 220 8 knots, runway 18, clear for land.
Turbulent, runway 18, Sovereign 1 to 4.
That's here. There we go. Yes. That would be 1 ton. So if you then subtract 1 ton, we're expecting a 43 ton landing of one on the right. Probably not the best runway condition. Cardamom, runway status is going to be 1 on the right. 555, good. Reported to be good. Winds are
742, descent back in minor 0, speed 250 over.
21 at 6.
Speed 250 on the radar, 42.
1 and 9. Actually started to get a bit warmer there. The question is then, are they still using CAT-free operations in Oslo, or are they switched away?
252, speed 280 over.
Those seatbelts as well.
Canadian 0377, direct forward, speed 280 knots to left.
Because it says 3,500 meters visibility. I got a new weather update as well. So now 2106, 3,500 meters, 1,000 southeast, becoming fog, broken at 200. Pretty much right on our minimums, on the cloud ceiling at least. Let's see on the 80s. Departure, we want arrival 80s. Information Foxtrot, RS approach 100, RCR, so transition level, visibility procedures, category 3 in use, met report. This is information Foxtrot at time 1720. At least it's going to be 1 on the right nevertheless. That's for sure. The question is only if it is going to be the Cat 3 approach or the Cat 1 approach. So, reasonable thinking here. The visibility is 3,500 meters, 1,000 in the southeast of the aerodrome. Fair enough, it is becoming fog. The only thing is that we have the broken cloud layer at 200 feet. That's pretty much on our minimums. So what I would say we will do, I think we'll do a cat-free approach, so we'll do a autoland. That will give us the greatest guarantee to actually be able to land. And then we'll switch over to manual non-Cat 1 approach if they move away from LVP and the Cat 3 operations in Gardermoen. So 50 feet, and also then do a flap 40 landing. Actually, we can do a flap 30.
Scanner 1462, state 220 or right of the system down, stand 5000 feet, connection 1009. Scanner 19.
Scanner 1 right, could be 2 to the master grader. Down to come down.
462, confirm connection.
Since Lovis built Prestige still in force, then I imagine that this build is still not very good. So 137 minus 5 is 132. Flaps 40. Sorry, flaps 30. Yeah, there we go. FSC speed, altitude, hold. Och det request center. Nordic 277 requesting descent.
Nordic 277, descent flight level 120, direct Baba.
It's a 120 direct Baba, Nordic 277. 120, set, VNAV, FNC speed, VNAV path, and we are currently at flight level 2. Yeah, off schedule descent, 297. And we are cleared direct Baba. Baba, confirm. It's good. Yes. Are we ready for the approach briefing? I need to check where we're parking first.
Nordic 624 for Dallas alert, stroke 56 fortune.
It's gonna be stand 26.
Yeah,
we can actually disregard the star really, since we are not flying it. But yeah, we're ready for approach briefing. So I could disregard the star, we do not fly it at all. Actually, we just skip the diving. So go over straight over to the approach itself. So we are expecting the Cat 3 ILS for 1 on the right, chart 11-4 Bravo, effective 24th of March 25. So, we are currently in Baba, the initial approach phase. We should be mounted at 220 knots, 5,000 feet. And then continue to do the intermediate phase, maximum 200, 4,000. The remaining is 192 degrees, ILS means 111 Golf Sierra Whiskey. So 192 is set. Triple and 111 is also set. Triple the Cardamom VR on standby navigator number 1. So 11595. It will be a standard 3-degree glide. We are doing the Cat 3 Alpha approach, so it's going to be a 3.2% 3.2% climb gradient for the missed approach, with a decision altitude of 50 feet radio. Yeah, transition level 85. Mist going to be climbing on track 102 degrees to 2.5 DME Golf Sierra Whiskey. There's going to be a right turn to a track of 2 to 3 degrees. Going to be climbing to 5,000 feet and then expecting vectors by Oslo approach. MSA in Gardermoen will also then be 3,900 feet. It's going to be a minimum of 16 knots until 4 DME as well. So, we are currently flying with a failed passive aircraft. I think it is, let me double check. I don't remember which aircraft is which. Yeah, okay, this is a failed passive, yeah. So, we are flying a failed passive. That means we do not have any centerline guidance after landing, so we need to disconnect the autopilot node throttle after touchdown. We're going to be conducting a dual channel approach, so that means if you go around after both autopilots are engaged, the autopilot will then conduct the go around for us, so have that in mind. But still be aware it may disconnect itself, or we report to disconnect it ourselves because of different operational reasons. If you are at or below 1,000 feet, if we encounter any warnings, go around. We will not try to land the aircraft with any warnings. because we don't have much time to troubleshoot it. So then we'll conduct a missed approach, so, troubleshoot, find out what's wrong, because if there is a significant warning that may affect the autoland itself, obviously this autopilot may disconnect, but we may also not encounter it before later down the flight path, so then we'll just do a missed approach, troubleshoot. 280 greater Nordic 277. Yes. 280.
Nordic 64,
Set.
280
So again, at or below 1,000 feet, any warnings, go around. Yeah, the latest we can catch the glide is at 3,500 feet at 8.9 DME from Golf Sierra Whiskey. And once we are established on the glide slope, so once we are on localizer and on glide, then we will engage the command B. So not before then. So make sure that we are all good and established correctly. But other than that, there's nothing else significant. The only thing is that there's special aircraft and aircrew certifications required to conduct this one, but we do have that already, so we should be fully good. We're landing with the flaps ready, with a video for 132, with a wing correction of 5, so final for 137, but it'll be manual braking and second descent reverse thrust. For the taxi, airport charge here, 10-9, effective 24 March 25. On the right for landing, preferably Alpha 5 for to vacate. Mexico Hotel, I think it's going to be Golf 1 and to stand 26. Actually, maybe even Yankee. We will find out after landing. But we're expecting stand 26. If Alpha 5 is not possible, Alpha 4, Kilo November, Golf for Hotel, Yankee to stand 26. List of hotspots, tax restrictions in no times for Gardermoen today. RCR is reported with 555 good, weather conditions not good at all. It is LVP and Cat 3 in force, which means it's looking good at 3,500 generally on the RVR, but there is 1,000 feet in the southeast and becoming fog, so we may expect the visibility to deteriorate quite a bit. Yeah, reds this evening. First of all, the visibility. We need to be very careful on the approach to make sure that the aircraft is doing everything we wanted to do, since we are doing an automatic landing.
Nordic 277, descend flight to 90.
Send flight to 90, Nordic 277. Flight level 90 set. And the track out of above, yeah, this is good. Yeah. So yeah, on touchdown as well, that may be a little bit slippery, so make sure that we maintain center line as well. When I touch down, disconnect auto throttle and autopilot, and start decelerating as soon as possible. Vacating the runway, make sure that we are all good off the safety area for the Cat 3 approach as soon as possible, because of separation and all of that. And interference with the ILS. On the ground, generally taxiing. Very careful with turns. Make sure that we're all clear right and left, so we don't hit anything on the ground. Also to reduce visibility. It may also be a little slightly slippery on the taxiways as well, not sure. But we will be, again, careful on that regard. Other than that, nothing else really. It is especially the fact that we need to be careful on the taxi because of the visibility that may be quite poor on the taxi in. But yeah, are there any questions for the approach briefing? Yeah.
Volanta is Scandinavian 855 West 10 minutes out.
Probably not, then our briefing is complete. Descent checklist. Precision, land altitude 70, recall checked. Auto brake, off, align meter. Actually, do you know we will go auto brake 2? Go auto brake 2. And line out Navigraph 132, minimum 50 feet in radio. Verify checklist, correction, descent checklist complete. Yeah, alternate is a good question. So alternate is Torp, Sandefjord, if I remember correctly, and the weather there should be fairly good. We don't expect to be diverting at all, but yeah, it could happen indeed, you are absolutely right. But yeah, but there's color care conditions, so it shouldn't be a problem diverting to Torp if that will be required. Good point, good point. Are there any other questions? We will be landing in 13, yeah, 15, less than 15 minutes now. 15 minutes to landing, and the weather in Gardermoen haven't improved at all, I imagine. It improved slightly actually, now it is 5,000, broken at 100 feet. Yeah, we would not have been able to do that or manual landing. Probably. Mine damer og herrer, dette er kaptein snakker. Som dere kanskje lagt merke til allerede, så har vi begynt nedstigningen vår ned mot Oslo lufthavn, og vi er forventet å lande om rundt ca. 5 minutter. Værforholdene nede i Oslo ser fortsatt ikke sånn kjempebra ut. Det virker som at sikten har blitt litt bedre, men uten det er fortsatt ganske dårlig sikt, rundt 1 grad, og så, ja, generelt ganske tåkete for øyeblikket. Send 5000, QNH 100 and can you confirm 290 greater Nordic 277?
Speed 250 greater.
250 greater Nordic 277. Yes, 5000 set, QNH 1009 and approach checklist. Approach checklist, altimeters, QNH 1009, set cross-checked, passing flight level 1, free 2. Now, plus 10, approach checklist, complete. Beklager det, sånn at værforholdene for øyeblikket da er ikke så veldig bra. Vi forventer å parkere på gaten rundt 5 minutter bak skjema, så vi har i hvert fall klart å ta en litt av forsinkelsen, men igjen, vi beklager for forsinkelsen vi har vært gjennom kvelden. Utenom dette så håper jeg at det er veldig fin flytur med Norwegian, og så takk for at dere valgte å fly med oss i kveld. Vi håper vi ser dere for deres fremtidige flyturer, og så ønsker dere en fin kveld videre. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As we noticed, we now start our descent down towards Oslo Airport, and we are expecting to be landing in approximately 15 minutes. Weather conditions down in Oslo is not really the best. It haven't improved much since we departed out of Kristiansand, with still some low visibility and light winds coming from the south and about 0 degrees centigrade. We are expected to be parking at the gate approximately 5 minutes behind the schedule, so we have been able to catch up a little bit with the delay, but again we do apologize for the slight delay, and yeah. Otherwise we hope that you enjoy this flight with Norwegian. We do thank you for choosing us today, and we hope to see you again on your future flights. And have a good evening. Thank you. Yeah, that was all I missed there. Apologies. But chair, good question. Some type of chair, it's a gaming chair or something like that. Yeah, it's a very comfortable chair in here. I really like it. Yeah, something like that. Gaming chair. Nothing special. This is almost 6 years old. But if probably closer to, yeah, soon 7 years old actually. No, 6 years old. More than 5.5. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're ready for landing. The cabin is secure.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Yes, cabin secure. We are ready to. Should see not so great into Bavad and by Bava cleared on this one on the right Nordic 277. Yes, we're cleared for approach.
Scandinavian 86, passing 5,000 feet on your master flight Charlie.
And 220 or greater. Flight to 100.
Level 290 direct master, thank you, Scandinavian 86.
Som get you on for stock, squared Seba for Mike Ryzen.
Yes.
Cleared Seba for Mike Ryzen.
And the wind is looking very, it's typical that Oslo doesn't have that, that the MSFS weather doesn't have that visibility at the moment. It's so typical Microsoft to have that problem. So with the maximum or the speed restriction we have now, we can just follow the Vina path and its speed restrictions. Should be working quite well actually.
Forex 64, descend to 6,000 feet, QNH 100
Hey.
Copy that. Forex 624, descend 6,000 feet, QNH 100.
So Bergen flight, isn't it? 64. I mean, we've been lucky with having ATC all the way from Kjevik to Gardermoen. The same control as well, not bad. Yes, so all good. So we have got Golf Sierra Whiskey 9.7. Yes, both sides, fantastic. And you are on 1009.
287 over the DC, switch right way, 122 left line. 122 left line for Canadian 2. Nordic 624, speed 240 knots per line.
Yeah, it looks like it is quite cloudy. I just hope that the weather is actually as bad as we do expect it to be. Yeah, we cleared the approach. We can continue descending out for the mission. 4,000 set. Speed into vent.
Silver 613, I will be close in like 2 minutes. So
20 knots.
Canada 186, contact Sweden Patrol, frequency 131, but no 130.
Sorry, was that from Scandinavian 86, again 60?
Canada 186, affirm, contact Sweden 131, but no 130.
131, 130, thanks a lot for service and have a good evening, Scandinavian 86.
Very good visibility over here though.
Forex 624, descend 4,000
Flaps 5, speed checked.
Right, speed 220.
Speed 200. Set.
Nordic 277, speed 180 or greater to 6 knots.
180 greater till 6 miles, Nordic 277. Here, flaps 5 sets. 1000. Volok, select.
Direct hit 21
Volok arm, I mean. Apologies. There you go, Volok capture.
Is there 456 left, over to the seat, switch right train, 122 left line. With there 456 left, switch to right train, 122 left line.
Sorry, 122 decimal 8, thank you very much.
Nordic 277, contact Gardermoen Tower, 118, that's for 305.
Tower 18305, Nordic 277, ha det bra.
Nordic 624, I will be closing now, that
Approach
200 established with tower on 118, that's for 305.
305. Lady. Closest capture. Let's approach out to 5,000 feet. Set. And arm command bay. Go. RA live QNH 1009. Nordic, god kväll, Nordic 277 established RS1 on the right.
2500.
Gardermoen Tower, god kväll, wind 190 degrees 6 knots. Latest reported clouds broken 100 feet, 100 right, clear plan.
Clear plan, 1 right, Nordic 277. Yes. And we can't see anything. It's a huge cloud in a way.
Nordic 269, request the radio check.
Nordic 269, India 555.
Thank you, here in Nordic 269.
Get down, flaps 15, speed checked. Navigraph is for landing place. And sticks to flaps. Nav call, given. Engine start switches, continuous, speed brakes, armed, landing gear down, flaps, holding our flaps. And flaps 15 set. Flaps 25, speed checked. Engine anti-ice on, please. Flaps 40, speed checked. Approach lights inside.
291, taxi, Kilo, November, Victor.
Complete engine checklist. Flaps. For the plan, for the green. Engine is complete.
I had
Yeah, we have clear plan.
here for holding from 1 hour, am I in what have you from there?
Skulle jeg 291, Kilo, November, Victor, Sierra.
Kilo, November,
1,000.
1, is that correct?
Stable. There you go, 1000, we're stable.
Thank you, I got it.
Yeah, the weather was much better than expected.
Skulle 4719 with 180 degrees, 19 left, clear for it.
500.
500. 400. 300.
Because of 1555, you can taxi holding point 19 left.
200. 'Approaching minimums.
Contact.
100. Minimums. 40.
Continue.
30. 20. 10.
Disconnecting. Reversers. %, 100 knots. knots, so to break this arm. 60 knots. You go, welcome to Gardermoen, flight time 33 minutes. Left is clear.
Nordic 64, Gardermoen tower, god kveld, wind 19 degrees 6 knots. Latest reported cloud broken 100 feet, 108 clear plan. Skyline 4719, nothing further advice you want to do estimate so long. 277, safe parking.
What's that for us?
So in Nordic 277, safe parking.
Parking 26277.
Yeah, Nordic 277, safe parking.
Parking 26.
Nordic 277 after Scandinavian A320 is clear from right to left. Taxi, Hotel, Yankee, stand 26.
And the SAS F320 is clear. Taxi Hotel standing. Correction, Hotel, then Yankee stand 26, Nordic 277. Tack ska du ha. Not sure what the A320 Air is doing.
19 left, cleared for takeoff.
And the Aerosoft VDGS, of course, does not work. What is this guy really doing?
Scandinavian 291, are you confused?
Yeah, no, I was just looking at something on my chart very quickly. I was just confirming some information. Sorry about that.
That's clear. Alright, clear. And now the visibility are reduced even further down the south.
No worries, you took the wrong turn. You can continue Hotel, Yankee, Victor, Sierra, holding point 19 left.
Hotel, Yankee, Sierra,
Left clear, right clear. Now I need to fix the Aerosoft one that doesn't work. That's fantastic. Even more workload. Oh, sorry, Aerosoft VDGS driver. Not the Aerosoft one. That's another thing. It does work. Up with Task Manager then. End task. Start. Yeah, speed. There we go. Stand 26.
Nordic 269, good evening. Request IFR clearance to Dubai.
Nordic 269, good evening, cleared Dubai. Hooks up to Charlie departure, runway 19 left. If you climb 7,000 feet, squawk 4523.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Can you please repeat the transponder? Nordic 269.
Nordic 269, 4523.
Again. Left clear. Right clear. Right clear. 2224. Oh yeah, it's all bit that far away.
Delta 1555, thank you, nothing further advisory 1 to destinate so long.
1 to destinate, something further.
Spark brake set, shuttle number 2.
Nordic 64, taxi, hotel, Yankee, stand 22.
Shuttle number 1.
Panama Tower, Scandinavian 291 approaching, holding point 1 hour, very good.
Scandinavian 1, wind 190 degrees, 6 knots, 19 left, clear takeoff.
Ground Torstai cockpit.
1 left, takeoff, Canada.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, microphone check please.
Yeah, read you loud and clear.
Roger. OK Captain, ground power is available. Stand by, VLL start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, Roger.
Event Tower, hello back, Oslo Tower, sorry, hello back, 163, request FSLTL.
Scandinavian 163,
Yes.
evening, clear Frankfurt, VFA 1, Charlie departure, runway 19.
Set the checklist to the line. Fuel pumps off, probeat off, autopilot set, flaps, up and light, parking brake set, engine start levers cut off, weather radar off. Set the checklist to the line is complete. Flight time ended up being 32 minutes.
Thank you, nothing further, otherwise you want to do that way.
Yeah, what anything you guys want to add in the technical log of the aircraft? Anything you have noticed that I haven't noticed? Could be a possibility.
Sunset 21 Foxtrot, Garland, good evening, wind 190 degrees 6 knots. Latest reported cloud broke 100, 199, clear cloud. 199, clear to land, Sunset 21 Foxtrot.
No, I don't think so. Autolines is a procedure. That's nothing with the technical status of the aircraft, really. I don't think it will add that. I'm not sure. That's a good question, actually. But I don't think so. I think the main thing is the, like, automation. Like, generally things with the aircraft that is behaving weirdly or that doesn't respond or that is failed or something like that. But then there aren't anything then. At least I don't have anything. Shutdown checklist below the line. Technical log completed. EFB completed. Shutdown checklist complete. Okay, first of all, we need to decide the fuel to not Evenes. To Haugesund. So minimum fuel to Haugesund is going to be 5.1 tons. And what is the weather in Karmøy at the moment? It's gust up to 29 knots. It's fairly windy. Other than that, weather is looking good. Do you guys have any thoughts on that?
Scandinavian 163, push up Frankfurt, NH 1009.
Interesting. I'm not sure. I'm going to check that out next time I fly, but I imagine it could be different from company to company as well. I mean, hydraulic and oil makes sense. I never heard about taxi time. But I mean, I will check that up one day. But okay, interesting. I will check that up. I still don't have a tech log to note anything in, but yeah. But yeah, again, fuel. Are there anything you guys have in mind for that? If you just start thinking, I will start prepping up here.
Road torstai cockpit.
Just 21.1, welcome down, taxi straight ahead, full 10 and 760. Taxi straight ahead, at 70, full 21.
What did you ask me? Any more thoughts on the fuel then? 5.1. We can just take 5.5 then. Then we have a little bit extra. Because of the guest. 5500. Should be plenty. So we have a little bit extra in case we need to go around or something.
Report Charlie, everyone on your left, squawk 1771, initial ground sunset feet, 792.
Hello.
Hello, Captain. All passengers have left the aircraft. Fantastic landing, by the way. Much appreciated.
Yes, thank you. And not that I did it.
Just give me a buzz if you need anything.
Of course. $250.73. Let us just get that up and running. Then I mean self-loading cargo. On 004. Set flight level 32 and 100. There we go. Yes. One free.
Scandinavian 163, taxi Kilo, November, Victor, Sierra, holding point 19 left. Taxi Kilo, November,
Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, I've spoken to security, and I'm told they'll be ready to send the passengers down to us in a few minutes.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
No problem.
Yes, shall
All
we
stations, we're about to start boarding.
get ready? Yeah. Yes. Are we ready? Yeah, we need to request a clearance before we do the briefing. What is... Oh, that's why we don't hear anything. It's on the headset.
Hi, Captain. We've started boarding. Passengers are coming through now.
Thank you. Okay, I can't fix that. Information Lima. Information Lima stand 26, requesting clearance to Old Haugesund. Garmin Tower, high end Nordic 6 Tango Delta at stand 26 with information Lima, requesting clearance to Karmøy.
Nordic 6 Tango Delta, high end, clear Karmøy, Alta Appetit Charlie, 19 LF, 7000 feet, 3331.
A lot of threes here. Nordic 6 Tango Delta is cleared to Haugesund with the 3 Charlie departure. Initial climb 5000 feet, correction 7000 feet, squawk 3331.
Nordic 6 Tango Delta,
Very good at it. Okay. I think I got the 5000 from Kristiansand. Yeah, we don't require the ice. Yes, are we ready for the departure briefing? So, for the departure briefing, we'll start with the taxi out. These are our airport charts here. 10-9, effective 20th of March 25. We are parked at stand 26, down about here. Expecting a straight push. Probably going to be taxiing left on Delta, right on Victor, left on Sierra, and we will do a calculation out of... We can actually take... I will take Bravo 8 since it is low visibility. Bravo 8. No hotspots, tax restrictions, any no times affecting us today. No de-ice is required neither. It is looking fairly good. but we may need the engine anti-ice on during departure, but we'll take a close look on that a little bit later. RCR at 1 on the left is reported to be 555 good. Weather conditions generally is good, except for some slight lower visibility, but again generally looking fairly good on the weather side. For the SID, we are expecting, or correction, we are cleared via the, this is the wrong, I always forget to change that, apologies. Just a moment here, I can ground a call up as well. Okay, go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Arctic update. Torsday lets you know that we will start at road. I'll contact you again once we are done.
Roger. Yeah, so for the SID, we are cleared by the Atlas 3 Charlie departure. Chart the 10-3 Bravo from 18 for July 25. We are departing 190 degrees to Gulf Mike 604, maximum 230 knots. Continue to Gulf Mike 602. Udaxi. Gulf Mike 451 and then ATLAB. MSA in Gardermoen 3,900 feet. It's going to be maximum 250 knots below flight of 100 unless otherwise instructed. Initial climb clearance 7,000 feet as we got from ATC. Noise abatement number 2 for this one, so that means we're going to be climbing on a V2 plus 20. Correction, at 800 feet AGL, we're going to set speed into vent. For the beginning, to do 20 knots. Retracting the flaps as scheduled, and once we're passing about 3,000 feet of QNH, we'll cancel speed window, speed into vent, and then continue accelerating the aircraft. Engine outside, we'll just be straight at 25, hold up to 5,000 feet. We are expecting to be departing below the maximum landing weight, so we don't have, or that should not affect us too much on the return back. And the weather conditions, we do have Torp as a departure alternate in case we can't return back to Gardermoen due to the weather. So the visibility indeed is going to be a threat for the end if you have an engine failure or something like that. Other than that, nothing special for the engine outside. All the runners should be available for landing as well if that will be required. When it comes to threats in general, again, first of all, the visibility, it is not very good. It's shifting quite quickly around here now. So we need to be very careful on taxi, make sure we're all clear around us, holding at the correct holding point, and it is also, when we're landing up on the runway, be careful in regards to we have got the correct clearance, and it is all clear on the runway before we line up. It may also be a little bit slippery on the runway. It is reported to be 555 good, don't expect it to be contaminated really. But still have it in mind that it may be slightly slippery, so we do have control over that. Other than that, there is no other threats for the departure. So are there any questions before we go over to the route check? Probably not, then we continue on to the route check. So we are cleared by the Atlas 3 Charlie departure, and I continue to Atlas, Papa 600 to IP mode. And then Zulu 280 to Ulvos. Ulvos 1 uniform in for Haugesund. Ground distance 218 nautical miles compared to 216. Close enough. And the estimated landing fuel is 2.6 in the flight plan. Oh, yeah, and 3.8 in the FMC. So we're looking fairly good on fuel as well. Yeah, that should be it. Are there any questions for the departure briefing? No. Then our departure briefing is complete then. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Everyone's on board.
Yeah, thank you. Just give us to the load sheet then.
No problem. I'll bring it to you as soon as they send it up.
Thank you. Let us do a quick PA. So, flight over 320, flight time 50 minutes, and maybe some turbulence into Haugesund. Generally weather quite windy, it's gusting, 9 degrees and cloudy. Ladies and sorry. Mine damer og herrer, god kveld. Mitt navn Fabian. Jeg kaptein ombord denne flyturen. Og på vegne av besetningen og Norwegian så vil vi ønske dere hjertelig velkommen ombord denne flyturen fra Oslo Gardermoen opp bortover mot Haugesund Karmøy. Flytid til Haugesund i kveld forventet å bli rundt ca. 50 minutter.
Vi begynner straks å bli klare for avgang fremme. Vi forventer å dytte deg gate over en ca. 5 til 10 minutter. Hvis du kan være så snill, sette deg ned, ta på sikkerhetsskiltet. Og så vil da kabinbesetningen gå gjennom sikkerhetsbriefing som vi anbefaler sterkt å følge med på for deres egen andres sikkerhet ombord. Vi forventer ikke så alt for lang takster i dag før vi er klare for avgang ved rullebanen. Avgangsruten var også ganske så grei med en sørlig avgangsrute i starten, men forventer ganske godt å fortsette litt grann sørvestover nedover mot Haugesund. Vi forventer en marsjer på rundt ca. 32 000 fot. Det kan hende vi kanskje forventer litt grann turbulens nærmere landing mot Haugesund. Utenom det, gode flyforhold er forventet. Men som alltid vil vi anbefale sikkerhetsspettet på, bare sånn til vi kommer bort til uforventet turbulens. Forholdene i Haugesund for øyeblikket ser ikke så veldig bra ut. Det er ganske så mye vind med en del vindkast for øyeblikket. Kommende fra sør. Det er også rundt 9 grader og ganske overskyet. Ellers sitter jeg og slipper av, så får vi veldig fin flytur med Norwegian. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. My name is Fabian, I'm the captain aboard today. On behalf of Norwegian and the rest of the crew, we want to wish you very welcome aboard this flight from Oslo Gardermoen towards Haugesund Karmøy. Flight towards Haugesund this evening is expected to be approximately 50 minutes. We are shortly ready for departure in front there. We do expect to be pushing from the gate in approximately 5 to 10 minutes. If you may please sit on, take on seatbelts, and the cabin crew will then go for a safety briefing that we encourage you to follow for your own and others' safety on board. We do not expect a long taxi today before we're ready for departure at the runway, and our departure is well looking good with a southerly directional departure in the start, expecting quite quickly then to take a right turn to continue a bit more westbound towards Haugesund. We are anticipating a cruising altitude of approximately 32,000 feet this evening. We may expect some turbulence on the arrival or approach in towards Haugesund, but generally good flying conditions are expected. But as always, we do recommend the seatbelts on just in case you encounter some unexpected turbulence. Weather conditions in Haugesund at the moment not really looking that good. It is quite windy from the south now, and quite a bit of gusts as well. It is about 9 degrees centigrade and quite cloudy as well. Otherwise, sit down, relax, and we're going to enjoy this flight with Norwegian. Thank you. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Okay, we've received the load sheet from ground. There's the passenger count, the crew count, and the total souls count. Plus yourselves, of course.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, looks like we're all set to go whenever you're ready.
Okay, great. We should be ready for push in about 5 minutes, so just get calls ready back there.
No problem.
Thank you. Cockpit ground. Oh, correction, go ahead.
Loading has been completed. We are sending the road share up Torsberg now. DLL contact you for push, but once your closet hook and the beacon light P is switched on.
Yeah, Roger, thank you. RCR is currently... How does it changed anything? It is 555, good. Fantastic. Looking good then. So, runway 19 left. Gonna be Bravo 8. Gonna be a good runway. 190 at 5.
November, Papa, and Zulu, parking space for Nordic.
Let us confirm the load sheet then. Yes, 152 passengers on board confirmed, plus 6 crew, that will be 158 souls. To the fuel weight 56.1, we have currently got 56.1 in the on the aircraft as well. Fuel on board, minimum 5.1, we have 5.5, 5.5, good. And 60.8, we have 61.6, acceptable. Or expected deviation and acceptable deviation. Fantastic. Execute. So 61.6. And it will be 20.1. Minus 4, that will be 16.1. And we can fire up the APU. Yes, that is going to be
22 KD rate, no assumed temperature. 1 confirmed. 90.8. 89.9. I will correct it, I will turn the packs on again. So that is looking good, and we will of course double check that after the engine starts. Flaps 1. Trim is going to be at 5.7 units. Going to be 31, 40, 47. 31, 41, 48. Flaps 1, 5.7. And 31, 41, 48. 31, 40, 47. That's all good. Better have 48. Paper.
Can we get the wind change, please? Please do the 3-4 on 190 degrees. Fine. Thank you.
Yes, clear for checklist, below the line. Fuel, we have 9,500 kilos on board. Pumps on, passenger signs, set, auto brake, RTO, CDB from cars. Completed, takeoff speeds, V1, 131, VR 141, V2 148. MSP, V2 1, there is MSP, 48, heading 192 degrees, altitude 7,000 feet. Clear for checklist complete.
Cockpit ground.
Go ahead.
Can you please disconnect and prepare for push and start?
Roger. Stand by, please.
Scandinavian 29er, ready for taxi.
Scandinavian 29er, taxi, Golf, Yankee, Victor, Sierra, turning point 19 left.
Yes, thank you.
Golf Yankee, Victor Sierra, holding point 19 left, Scandinavian 29er.
This just get to 200, Brogna 6.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Roger, thank you. We'll pressurize hydraulics. Fantastic. Yes, then we are pretty much all good to go.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Nordic 6 Tango Delta requesting push to start.
6 Tango Delta, push and start approved, QNH 1009.
Push to approved, QNH 1009, Nordic 6 Tango Delta. Yes, before start checklist. Before start checklist, flight door. Close locked, doors, windows. Close locked, anti-collision light, on, transponder, set, original trim, 3 and 0, before start checklist complete. Cockpit runway cleared, push, brake set. Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at wheel.
Thank you, starting on in sequence. Starting number 2.
Wizz Air 258 with information mic on board requesting a fair clearance to Katowice.
Wizz Air 258, Garmin good evening, clear to Katowice, UXAT to Charlie departure, runway 19 left, initial time 7,000 feet, squawk 2565.
Please set parking brakes.
Park brake set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Yeah, Roger, stand by. Pull it back later.
Stop to Charlie departure, runway 19 left.
With a 258 clear to destination via Oxford to Juliet departure. Squawk 2565 with a 258.
Start cut out. Starting number 1.
25, confirm to Charlie and initially 7,000 feet.
With a 258 clear to Katowice via Oxford to Charlie departure, runway 19er left, climb, initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 2565.
With a 258, is that correct?
Scandinavian 1320, Sun 14, request person start.
Scandinavian 1320, person start approved, straight, push, QNH 1009er.
Push and start approved, QNH 1009er, straight push, Scandinavian 1320.
Garman Tower, good evening, Scandinavian 4829er, with information mark on board, request frequency to Hamburg South, please.
Start cut out. Cockpit down to good name start so you can disconnect.
Scandinavian 4829er, Garman Tower, good evening, cleared to Hamburg, Oxford to Charlie departure, runway 19 left. Initial climb 7,000 feet, squawk 1736.
Again, I apologize that I haven't answered anything, but I will take that after
To
departure.
Hamburg via the Oxford to Charlie departure, runway 19 left, initial climb is 7,000 feet, squawk 1736, Scandinavian 4829er.
Unlocking gear.
4829er, is that correct?
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear.
Nordic Canada 10-4 follow block.
Yes, thanks a lot, Dr. Philippine. Have a good evening. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you for flying. Merry Christmas to you too. Bye-bye.
There, got to grab in. Flaps 1, flight control check.
29er, wind 19er, 0 degrees, 5 knots, 19er left, clear takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 19er left, Scandinavian 29er.
Before decorative collection, before taxi checklist. Generators on, throw bead on, anti-ice off, aircon press, packs auto, ice/valve auto, engine start switches. Continuous, recall, checked, engine start, levers are lit, flag rolls, checked, ground equipment, clear. Flaps, 1 planned, 1 green, APU off. Before taxi checklist complete. Nordic 6 Tango Delta requesting taxi.
Nordic 6 Tango Delta, taxi Delta, Victor Sierra, rolling point 19er left.
X5 Delta, Victor Sierra 12.1 on the left, Nordic 6 Tango Delta. Yes. Right clear. Left clear, I think we'll take a right turn then. Yes.
Scandinavian 4829er, request push and start.
Scandinavian 4829er, 1C Norwegian 737 is clear on your left hand side. Straight push and start a cruise, QNH 1009er.
1C Norwegian 737 has cleared from their left side. The straight push is approved.
Clear of that, yes.
Scandinavian 48.
Haven 1320, ready flag.
Haven 1320, taxi Golf, Delta, Victor Sierra, holding point 19 left.
Golf Delta Victor Sierra 21.2, way 19 left, Haven 1320.
Left is clear. Right
Haven
is...
29, nothing further, advisory 122
So this is wall in the way, but yeah, it looks fairly clear at least.
Advisory Canadian 29, go ahead.
Yep, right clear. Victor, Sierra. And Victor is clear on left and on the right. Hello.
Hi, Captain. Just to let you know that the cabin is secure for takeoff.
Yes, thank you.
No problem.
Cabin is secure. And right clear.
Canadian 4829, ready for taxi.
Right is clear. Left is clear.
Haven 4829, set scope 1736. Haven 4829, thank you. Taxi Yankee, Victor Sierra, holding point 19 left.
Taxi Yankee Victor Sierra, holding point, runway 19 left, Scandinavian 429.
Deco checklist. Flaps, one plan, one green, stellar stream, 5 point. Okay, hold the checklist.
Nordic 600 Delta, wind 190 degrees 5 knots, 19 left, clear takeoff.
Clear takeoff 1 left, Nordic 6 Tango Delta. Okay, continue checklist. Stable stream 5.7 units, chemical given before takeoff checklist complete. Left is clear, right is clear. We are clear for takeoff. Are we all ready? Yes, ready. Ready. Setting thrust. Press set. Checked.
Station, South Station, tower is closing in 10 minutes.
V1. Rotate. Positive brake.
You're up. Spin it to 220. 220 set. Flaps up, speed checked. Yes, spin it once.
Kristiansand Delta, nothing further, otherwise we want to destinate Hawaii.
Advisory, Nordic 6 Tango Delta, takk skal du ha, god kveld videre.
Takk like måte.
1228.
Skyline 1320, wind 190 degrees.
Flight set. Continue climbing up to flight level 320. 320 set. Flaps up no light. Set standard. After takeoff checklist. After takeoff. Engine bleeds. On. Backs. Auto. Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps up. No light. Altimeters. Passing flight level 80. Now. Plus 10. After takeoff checklist complete. We can proceed direct to Atla. Confirm. Execute. We can proceed direct to confirm. Execute. Flight level 100. Yes, fantastic. And we get off the seatbelts. Yes, so I'll start from the bottom up and see where we left off them. Your vision, hello, welcome, hope you're doing well. Good evening. Bobby, hello, welcome, I'm doing well, good evening. No, I will not. We are going to fly tomorrow, yes. Flying out of Haugesund at round-trip Copenhagen. But first of all, I imagine that the PMDG servers will crash because so many people want Alega at exactly the same time. I think they said something when they 777 or something was launched. I think they got like 5 was 5,000 people ordering at exactly the same time. The servers won't be able to allow that. So no, I won't be able to even have the aircraft for that tomorrow. Second of all, I need to set up MSFS2020 first. I have started tweaking some settings and some control bindings, but I will need the 737 in there before I can finalize the settings and make everything ready. Our scheduled plan to fly in 2024 is going to be the 24th of December. Our last flight in 2020 will be the 20th of December, so I will have about 4 days to set up this new sim to make sure that everything is correct. Because also the PMDG may have some bugs in the start or some things that is not working correctly. So I will also test the aircraft to make sure that it is actually all working fine before we start flying with it. And I've also factory reset my computer to make everything clean and ready for the fresh start. So yeah. So the 20th is going to be the last flight in 2020, and the 24th is going to be the first flight in 2024. That's the plan currently. Christian, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good evening. And terrain. So, well, oh yeah, you just learned that. Oh, nice though. I mean, you're learning something new every day. Nice though. Good that you have learned that then. Yeah, okay, this is about the tech log. No, I don't write anything. And the simple reason is, I mean, we will probably fly the aircraft one day, but we may not even fly it for another half a year, so. And you don't really look at the tech log a half year back of the aircraft when you take it. Yeah, it does depend. But, and I don't have much storage space to even do that. So yeah, I don't write in anything really. But I would like if Virtual Norwegian could make a tech log like Virtual Ryanair done. Mixed with MSFS, hello, welcome, hope you're well. Apologies for the late hello there. I have been a bit occupied. So yeah. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else really. If there's anything I missed, then let me know, and I will answer it accordingly. And apologies that I can't answer everything, but I'm not a superhuman either. Again, of course, as always, the flight would be the main priority since, yeah, that's what we do here, so I will answer when I can. Yeah, should we start setting up for the arrival into Haugesund? Should have a new weather update for Karmøy as well. It is actually now started to rain as well, with gusts up to 31 knots. Hey, thank you for that, Karmøy. Thank you for that. It is still favorable with. I mean, it would be so fun to do the RMP approach, the RMP X-ray, where we come in like at a 1 mile final or something. Beautiful approach, love it. I'm not sure if we're going to do that with the current weather conditions. So I think we'll just go with the straight in. Straight in ILS, current winds are at 160 at 19, so 13 is going to be the preferred. That will be 133. Okay, quick, I actually need to go on the toilet real quick, so I'll be back in just a few moments. Yes, I'm back again. Back. Yeah, so it's gonna be 133. We have set that. It's gonna be 1091. 1091. Hello, thank you. And 1091. It's gonna be 11515. Set that on number 1 then. Minimum is a decision altitude of 262. $1,000. And then we have 32, so 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9, so 96 then. We do a landing calculation as well. It's going to be a good runway. It's currently raining, so expected to be a little bit wet. 160 at 19. Fairly windy in Haugesund. With a temperature of 8 and QNH is 1003. 8 1003. And we'll go fully reverse. And the landing weight will be 3.6, 4.2, that's 800 kilos, so 59.5. And the wind correction, that's going to be 19 divided by 2 is, yeah, the closest is going to be 9. And yeah, so it's going to be 15 knots on the wind correction. 15. This is when you also will go with flaps 30 if that will be possible. Make it a little bit easier to handle the aircraft at least. Like we're doing one landing, then of course that one landing is going to be the most difficult of the day. Yeah. Yeah, the thing is that our landing distance available is about 2,000 meters. Auto break free will be 2,160 meters. That will actually overshoot the runway. So, because of the landing distance, I think we actually may need to go with flaps 40. I don't like it, but we need to do it for the landing distance. We don't want to overshoot the runway, do we? Agree? Nice. Nice. At least then we should be able to use auto brake 3 with 1,900 meters. Yeah. We go auto brake 3, and if you don't see that we will stop in time, we just go manual braking and take it from there. Yeah, first flaps 40, 147 minus 15 is going to be 137, 132. Flaps 40, 132. Because you have 2 plus 5 is 7, and then plus 10 is 47. Yeah, we're ready for an approach briefing. We have the parking stands on this chart. No. Oh, this is Gardermoen. No, this is the wrong airport even. Ah, that's also the wrong airport, not Bergen. There we go. Charles, taxi, parking stands. Have that as well. Yes. Okay. Travis, welcome. Hope you're doing well. 4 hours of... Oh yeah. Oi. We're tower control in 4 hours. Ooh. Or not in, but 4 hours. You're exhausted. Yeah, I understand that indeed. But I appreciate it though. I appreciate it that you wanted to be tower controller all the way in for us, and then after we had departed again. I appreciate it. Thank you for that. But yeah, should we do an approach briefing? So we can start with the start then. So we are expecting the Ulvos 1 uniform arrival. This is on chart 10-2, effective 20th March 25. We are going to, we're starting off at Ulvos here, should be above flight 100. Continue descending to Hotel Delta 461 above 80, and to Asmid, clearance limit above 40 us. MSA in Haugesund is 4,200 feet, maximum 250 knots below flight 100 as usual. And generally it's nothing out of the ordinary with the approach at least. It's fairly straightforward on this occasion. For the approach itself, we are expecting the ILS for runway 13, chart 11-1, effective from 21st of March 25. So Asmid is going to be our initial approach fix, and then continue descending to the intermediate fix, Bavsa, maximum 230 knots. Grønn heading is 133 degrees, ILS miss 109.1 Hotel Delta. The 133 is set triple, and 109.1 is also set triple, and we also set the Haugesund VR on 11515 on standby, and Radeon number 1. Just that one moment, we'll just make ourselves ready for descent. So we'll ready descent flight 100. 100 set. That was clean. It's going to be a standard 3-degree glide with minimums at 262 feet. Transition level 80, and for the missed approach, if you need to go wrong, we're going to be climbing straight ahead to 3DB Karmøy. Then proceed on radio 132 Karmøy to Rivne, to enter holding climbing to 2,500 feet. And we're landing with flaps 30 today. Correction 40 with VRF 132 with a wing correction of 15 knots, so far it's going to be 147 knots with auto brake 3 news and second detent reverse thrust. For the airport chart, so for the taxi in, chart 10-9 from 28th of March 25. There goes starting of descent, retard win and path. So yeah, 13 for landing, we'll just vacate White Charlie or backtrack when required. Vacate Charlie and then in for our parking stand. It is no hotspots, taxi restrictions and no times affecting us in Karmøy this evening. We do have a caution though with wind shear turbulence that may occur on short file for runway 1331, especially with winds 170-270 degrees above 25 knots. We are almost in that area. It is in between there, it's currently at 160 degrees, but it is at 19 knots, so it's just below. An interesting caution here is that deer may occur close to and on the airport. It's quite interesting. We'll discuss a little bit more of that later. At least RCR is 555 good at the moment. It's currently raining, and but we're using anti-ice, engine anti-ice on for landing. Generally, weather conditions are looking good. It's very gusty with a slight crosswind at 30 degrees to our left, coming from the south. Correction to our right. So be aware of that, and a fairly short runway as well. That also doesn't really help. So be very careful with the landing here. So for the threats, first of all, we can start off with the deers. So if you're expecting deers that may be on and even on the runway, there's not much we can do with that. It's going to be impossible to see because of the darkness. So there is not really much we can mitigate to avoid a collision with them. It's easy to avoid on the ground, or when we are under us, when we have reduced our speed. It's much easier to avoid it if you do see anything, and then we'll act accordingly. But we will try our best. If you do see a deer right before touchdown, it's not going to be working. It's better to just land really, otherwise we could damage the engine even worse if we do a go around. So we will just need to continue the landing. Unfortunately, this is not what we can do, because if we do a go around, splitting up the engines, and the deer gets sucked into the engine, it may cause more damage to the engine than just continuing in the landing, unfortunately. But again, there's not much we can do. But if we are able to do anything, we will act accordingly. Second of all is the gusts. It is very windy at the moment, so we need to be extremely careful with that, to make sure that we are stabilized. If we're deviating significantly, we will go around. We have a little bit extra fuel, so Again, we need to be careful with the winds. It's going to be quite a strong crosswind as well, so be on the foot on the toes there. A problem that we occurred at Haugesund before is that the runway lights may not appear correctly, so that also may not help our situation. So be extremely vigilant with that, and we may need to deviate a bit from the glide and the pop is due to the crossing out at 50 feet that is not achievable with the poppy and the glide slope path. We don't have any touchdowns or lightings either, so that won't really help our situation either. It's raining, the runway is going to be contaminated, so it may be a little bit hard in regards to that, maybe a bit slippery. That will especially be a problem when we are having a crosswind as well, so be extremely careful with correcting the... Or we will be extremely careful with correcting the runway, so the direction of the aircraft, to make sure we're on center line and not use too much rudder input. Make sure we have directional control on the runway. The runway is also very short, so it's going to be we need to be very careful with that, and also monitor the rollout. And if you feel the aircraft is going to be too fast, just go manual braking and brake the aircraft. If you still have like 500 meters left, that's fine. At least we are 100% sure that we will not overrun the runway. Again, especially now it's windy, it's a contaminated runway, and it's a short runway, it's not good combo at all. So we need to be very careful of that. But other than that, there is no other threats for the approach, so any questions? Probably not, the approach briefing is complete. Send checklist. I can't even see it, there we go. The set checklist, present station, land altitude, set 100 feet, recall, checked, auto brake, free, landing data, video phone 32, minimums 262 feet, approach briefing, completed, the set checklist complete. Let us do a quick PI then, so we're landing at 44, the clock is 23. Yes, apologies. Doing a PA then. Clock is 25. We're landing 40. Yeah, landing in about 20 minutes. Still very windy. It's raining as well, and it's 8 degrees. Fairly warm though. Mine damer og herrer, dette kaptein som snakker igjen. Som dere kanskje lagt merke til, så har vi begynt nedstigning vår ned mot Haugesund Karmøy, og vi forventet til å lande rundt ca. 20 minutter. Forholdene nede i Haugesund har egentlig ikke forbedret seg noen ting siden vi tok av fra Gardermoen. Det fortsatt ganske kraftig vind kommende fra sør-øst med en del vindkast. Det for øyeblikk rundt 8 grader, ganske overskyet med også noe lett regnbyger. Vi forventer å parkere opp gaten cirka rundt 5 minutter bak skjema, så vi beklager for denne lille forsinkelsen. Og så takker vi da selvfølgelig for deres tålmodighet gjennom flyturen. Uansett, vi håper at det er veldig fin flytur med oss i kveld. Vi takk for at du valgte å fly med oss. Vi ønsker dere en fin kveld videre, og håper vi ser dere for deres neste flytur. Takk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. As you may notice, we are already started our descent down towards Haugesund Karmøy, and we do expect to be landing in approximately 20 minutes. The weather conditions in Haugesund haven't improved anything at all. It have actually worsened a little bit, with still quite a bit of wind coming from the southeast with a lot of gusts. It is 8 degrees centigrade, quite cloudy, and also started to rain a little bit. And we expect to be parking at the gate approximately 5 minutes behind the schedule, so we do apologize for this slight delay, but at least it isn't too bad at the moment. It may change because of the weather, but of course we'll have you updated that if that will be the case. Otherwise, we do hope that you enjoyed this flight with us this evening. We do thank you for choosing us. We wish you a pleasant evening, and we hope to see you again on a future flight. Thank you. Why is data even on? Where is data? There's data. Yes. 1944. Fantastic year, isn't it? Okay, so in regards to that, we have Bergen Flesland as our alternate. Our minimum diversion fuel is 2.3 tons. So we're landing with quite a bit extra. Not bad at all. Not complaining about that. 3.6. But we do have about just enough of one go around, so it's going to be quite close, this one. A bit low on the speed, I don't like that, but it is at least manageable. We don't fall out of the sky, so I'm happy. There you go, FMC speed. Hey, weather update. The gust is now gone. It's not raining, but it's the recent rain, so it's still wet, but at least the gust is now gone, so we can actually reduce our wind correction from 15 to 9. That would definitely help us. I even missed to change it. There you go, retard the Vina path. Yeah, that's fantastic to see that we don't expect a gust. What a perfect timing on the weather there. Thomas, hello, welcome. Good evening, hope you're doing well. Yeah, the exam, yeah. It went actually very well, I hope. It was a bit more difficult than I would expect it to be. But I've managed to think around and isolate some of the different answers, so I think I got it quite well, but I don't think I have 100% accurate. I think I have a few wrong answers there, but that's fine. At least if I get about the 75% criteria from EASA, then I'm happy. So yeah, I think we actually may get the answers tomorrow, both for aerodynamics and for the math exam. So I'm excited to see that. But yeah, it went very well. It did. So yeah, flying tomorrow. We are flying out of Haugesund and then round trip Copenhagen. We are flying 3 sectors tomorrow. So yeah, we are flying tomorrow indeed. We have British Airways 779 from Heathrow to Bergen. Nice. 1000. Continue descending down to. Let me look at it. It's gonna be 3,000 feet. Set QNH. Yeah. Set QNH 1003 upload checklist. Upload checklist, altimeters, passing flight level 100. Okay, rapidly there. Now, press 10, upload checklist complete. Flight level 100. Hello.
Hi, Captain. All passengers are seated and secured for landing.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yes, we are all seated and secure. And engine anti-ice on, please. So yeah, maybe we need some engine anti-ice for landing, but I don't think so. Maybe able to turn them off right. Yeah, but if you need it on the approach and we are so low to the ground that and we don't have any precipitation in the ASFA, we'll just leave them on. There's no point in turning them off like 500 feet above the runway. Due to, again, workload. Speed at 20, 50 knots, FFC speed. Try to maintain speed there so you can get in a little bit faster. Raven, 091, yes. We have Hotel Erta, 19.6. Yes. That's good. And you are all set, and yep, we are all good for landing. Right. Apologies, I accidentally hit the disconnect switch. Or the disconnect button. Yeah, it was fairly dense clouds here today, actually. I mean, it was pretty much expected, but yeah. A bit more than I expected. See outside the window, we can almost not see the wing. But well, since I've seen that. Hey! Yeah, the weather was quite good down here actually. Good. I'll still leave that and a little bit longer, just because, yeah, why not? It's still live precipitation. Or a visible moisture, but basically clouds. And that's off. Good. Let's press 8, so it's fairly warm actually. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be flying through some more clouds here actually. Just according to our weather radar, it's gonna be some precipitation ahead. Can even trust it. I have some trust issues with the weather radar. I can turn on engine anti-ice again. Yeah, one thing I actually forgot to say is that we have a very low, we have 2,500 feet on the missed approach. It's a fairly low altitude. Quite easy if you do a missed approach fairly early, it's going to be fairly easy to bust altitude. I forgot to mention that. Again, not a threat. Fairly low missed approach altitude because it's easy to bust. And speed 220 knots set. Flaps 5, speed checked. And speed 200. Good as that. Flap 5 sets. Hey, runway inside. The runway lights actually work today. Nice. $1,000 to 2,000 feet. 2,000 set. And follow car. Follow capture. engine anti-ice off. Well, 80 knots set. 1000.
$2,500.
RA Live QNH 1003. Approach arm. Karma traffic, Nordic, 6 Tango Delta is established LS137 miles out Haugesund. Get down, flaps 15, speed checked. And glass capture, missed approximately 2,500 feet. Set. Flaps 15 set, land checks flaps. Chemical seat correction, cabin crew seats for landing, please. Land checks flaps, chemical, given, engine start purchase, continuous, speed brakes. Arm, landing it down, holding at flaps. Flaps 25, speed checked. Flaps 40, speed checked. So that will be 132 plus 9, that will be 141. Complete land checklist, flaps, for the plan, for the green light, land check is complete. We are approach 1000, we are stable, runway is clear, clear to land. Haugesund traffic, Nordic 6 Tango Delta, short final 1 free, Haugesund. $1,000, we are stable. And we currently have winds 41 knots from the right. 41? It's starting to reduce. Yeah, okay, looks like we still have that runway light bug actually. Yes, disconnecting autopilot.
$500. $400. Approaching minimums.
Contact.
300. Minimums. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. 2 reversers. 100 knots, 80%. 80 knots, manual braking. 60 knots. There you go, welcome to Haugesund. Flight time 46 minutes. Was a fairly quick stop. A bit quicker than I anticipated. He got off very early. Let's take ramp 5. Haugesund traffic, Nordic, 6 Tango Delta, runway 13 vacated Haugesund. Now it started raining. Fantastic. And stand 5 is all over there. Left is clear, right is clear. Quite lucky with the weather then. They got actually quite bad very quickly. Stand 4. Stand 5. Work set. Shutdown number 2. So, lighting in here. Shutdown number 1.
Ground Torstai cockpit.
Go ahead.
Hi Captain, microphone check please.
Read it on and clear.
Roger. For Captain, ground power is available. Stand by, VLL start getting you offloaded in a couple of minutes.
Roger.
Yes, shut the checklist to the line. Fuel pumps. Off, probit, off, hard paddle, set, flaps, up the light, parking brake, set, engine start reverse, cut off, weather radar, off, shut the checklist to the line is complete. Yes, flight time ended up being what? 45 minutes. Okay, anything you guys want to add to the technical log? Nothing? I don't have anything to note on the aircraft, so... Then shutdown checklist. To the line. Correction below the line. Technical log completed, EFB completed, shutdown checklist complete. Fantastic. It's a fairly good one. Definitely felt the wind change there on short final though. Aircraft just woo straight. Suddenly we were left on the center line there. Definitely felt that sudden wind change. Yeah, ended up being quite well good though. Thomas, correction, Tomsa, hello, welcome, what are you doing? Well, good evening. Just checking in a bit late. Yeah. Fair enough. It's better than nothing at least, isn't it? Thank you though, Thomas, thank you. But yeah, see you tomorrow indeed, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Have a good evening. Yes, then we just need to wait for the low passengers to get off. Yeah, so my uncle flew down to Portugal. When was that? Was it yesterday? Maybe it was yesterday, or maybe on Monday. But at least he flew with exactly this aircraft. November in Mike. And I'm not sure why he sent me that picture just now about the November in Mike boarding from the back stairs, but exactly the same aircraft. What a coincidence. Like Norwegian have like more than 60 aircraft in the fleet, and we end up flying both exactly the same aircraft. They just landed now. Yeah, better than you guys. No, it must have been another time. This aircraft haven't flown down to Lisbon. What? Where have you been flying down with this aircraft? Since you just sent me that picture for no apparent reason. Kristiansand, that's a very good question. So the plan currently is, since the aircraft is released tomorrow, we will not fly with it tomorrow because, yeah, I imagine the servers in for PMDG will crash. They even said so. They expect it to happen. And since it will be releasing after we have started flying tomorrow, so don't have time to even convert. We will of course do one last flight, and that will be done with the PMDG, since I started flying on MSFS, started this channel with PMDG. So I will say a proper goodbye to both this version of the aircraft, but also the sim itself. So on the 20th of December, that's going to be the last flight in 2020, round trip to Lanzarote, so a fairly long day actually. And after that, on the 24th of December, then we should be doing our first flight in 2024. Then I have about 4 or 5 days to set up everything. I have started tweaking a bit with the graphic settings this last week actually, with the IFLY Max aircraft, and started setting up some control bindings as well. So yeah, got to do that, factory reset my computer and so on. So yeah. So the 24th is expected to be the first day in 2024, and the 20th of December is expected to be the last day in 2020. So yes. That's at least currently the plan, unless something would happen. Like PMG pushes their release further back. Anything happens that I can't use the aircraft in the sim for apparent reasons. So it is still could change, but that is currently the plan. To be honest, I'm going to miss this simulator so bad. It is. I do really like the simulator, and the performance here is fantastic. I mean, this simulator actually works really good now, for me at least. I had so many years, so many times before when I've been running so stuttery and so on, but now it is actually running very good. Fantastic sim. I'm going to miss it a lot. I am, but I'm also excited to switch over. So I have a feeling it may be a bit emotional to switch over actually, because again I started everything in the simulator, so it's a bit sad to say goodbye and never fly with it again. Since I started everything, I have more than 300 days in this simulator. I'm not sure how many hours that will be, but well over 7,000 hours in this simulator. So yeah, I have all my career in this sim, so yeah. It'll be interesting to switch over. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Okay, all bags have been offloaded. We are crossing up now and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, thank you for the help. Have a good evening. See you next time indeed. Bye. Hello.
Hi, Captain. We're all done back here. Everyone's offloaded. Brilliant landing, by the way. We barely felt anything.
Thank you.
If you need anything more, just give me a call.
Of course. Serene, hello, welcome back again. Welcome back. So yeah, we'll wait to see how it goes. So, but I will probably miss this simulator quite a bit, since yeah, like I said, it's where I started everything. Started this channel with this specific aircraft, with this specific simulator. So it is, yeah, it's a part of everything really. So yeah, but that's why also I wanted to do the last flight with the PMDG aircraft and not the IFLY. First of all, I do like the PMDG much better because it actually does what I expected to do. The IFLY is a bit strange sometimes, but mostly because I started flying with the PMDG first, because it was released first. But yeah, I started everything with this, so I want to stream where we say properly goodbye to the simulator. We'll not do any special flight. We'll do a normal scheduled flight, but it will be clearly that this is the last flight with this sim before we're switching over. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I mean, there's so many new features with 2024, so it's definitely going to be worth it in the long term. But again, it is just, yeah, it is 2020. It is something by itself. It is. So yeah. I enjoy the night lighting though. That's a good point. Good point. Yeah, you're missing FSX, exactly. Like, there's something special with the first flight simulator you had, and where you have been flying for this for so long. I've been flying this simulator for almost 5 years. I think about it, 5 years already. That's insane. In January, one of the first days actually in January, it's my 5th year since I bought the sim. So right before the 5-year anniversary with the sim, I'm going to uninstall it and switch to a new one. But I mean, 5 years is quite a long time though. 5 years. Norwegian, I've always liked it. I mean, my first ever flight was on an ACS77. I think it was even on the 600 version actually, up to Addons, but I was so little, so I don't remember too much. But that one flight that catched my spark was on the 737 with Norwegian from Oslo to Copenhagen. So the fact that it was Norwegian and the 737 probably is, and since that was my first ever flight, pretty much that I can remember, it's probably why I like this so much as well. It's because that, yeah, started the spark basically. So yeah, that's probably why. Yeah, fair enough though, Kristian, fair enough. Yeah. I understand that one though. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I've learned everything. I've done everything in this sim, so it is something else to just switch over. It is. But again, I'm still looking forward to switch over. I did some circuits over Gardermoen a few days ago with Max, and on my days, those poppy lights have been fixed. I could see them from so far away, so bright during daytime, and I just fantastic to see that have been fixed, because sometimes you barely could see the pops at all in 2020. When it's daytime. Now we actually can see them clearly in daytime. That's something I'm really happy to see. So there's definitely some good improvements in the new sim, it is. So I'm still looking forward for the Switch. That's cool though. But the FS90, that's many years ago now. So the FS98 in the 400 as well into Kaitak. Oh yeah, nostalgia, isn't it? Nice, yeah, exactly. So yeah, again, there's something special as well. The 737 is an iconic airliner. It is fantastic to fly. I really like the balance between manual handling of the aircraft, like generally the automation. It is not too much automation, but it's not too little either. It's like a perfect fit. I really like that. I think on the Airbus it's just too automated. You basically just sit there and monitor the aircraft. Here you actually fly the aircraft. Like a very typical quote, isn't it? But also I found that doing like a turn on an Airbus, you can do that much quicker really. Didn't find much to do. I thought it was boring actually. On the 77, always something to do. And I really like that. Chow VR? What? Was that a VR? What? Hey, nice though. Yeah, okay, I see. Yeah, okay, so you're using FSX and P3D and explain all of that. Yeah, so you've been experiencing many sims then. Aha. But yeah, again, I've just been using this one. I have a little bit, I do have Explain 11 actually, but I've not really used it. Yeah, exactly. So yeah. So basically, like the poppy lights and many other things have been fixed, and yeah, I really like that. Many airports now as well with the poppy glide and the glide stop glide is now should be fixed, so we actually cross the threshold at 50 feet at many airports, especially default airports, I think. Because that's also a problem now. You need to deviate quite a bit sometimes from the pop and the glide to be able to cross the threshold at 50 feet. And that's a significant issue. Because then you will not be able to even try to land in the aiming point. That's the problem. Nice, yeah, exactly, train, exactly. So yeah, but yeah, and let us not think about that. Let us get out of here. I have school tomorrow, and I have had my exam today, so I want to rest a little bit as well. So yeah, but I mean, I really enjoyed flying today. I really like this. I'm so happy I can do this as often as I actually can. Could have been so much worse, really. So and that I also get paid to do it. Not that it's too much, but it is something, and I really like that. That basically just means I don't really need a job on the side. I have this. So all of you that have supported me, thank you very much. And I'm really happy for it. But I'm ready to shut down aircraft. So, a secure checklist. IRSs. Off emergency exit lights. Off window heat. Off backs. Off ground power. off. And actually, wait, do you know if we can try something else? Turn on the back. Let us actually get things ready and then we can shut down right before we walk out actually. Yeah, thank you, Train, thank you. Should hopefully get them tomorrow, so both the aerodynamics and the math. So I'm excited to see what it will be. But yeah, happy landing in Tromsø though. Happy landing. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. But yeah, I have everything I need at least. Or maybe my phone will be nice to have. And we'll also get the EFB there so we can close the doors. Yes. I just saw this on a video actually a bit earlier today, or a few days ago, from a Norwegian captain. So when he did this. Yeah, of course I can't even touch the battery switch. Okay, it's easy to do in the real world, to say it that way. Can't even get to the switch. There we go. Maybe we should not do that then, since yeah, it's something else with the real world, isn't it? But yeah, what in the world happened here? Why is this so high? How in the world have... And you have damaged the door. Thank you very much, Videre. Ground handling to base site. Thank you very much. Yeah. How in the world have people been able to walk out here? Like, you're literally through the door and it is quite a high step here as well. In my days. GSX is a little bit weird sometimes, isn't it? Huh. But yeah, thank you for destroying my door though. I'm happy I'm not flying with this aircraft tomorrow, so I think we will let that be for the next crew. But yeah. Days it was windy here in Haugesund. But yeah, thank you for today, November Dynamite. I've enjoyed it a lot. Let us just walk down the stairs here. Oh, that was, yeah, just rolling down the stairs. So yeah, really nice. I love this aircraft. I wouldn't fly anything else in the 7.3 really. It is the perfect aircraft. Ace cars are heading to Copenhagen now with Norwegian. Nice, enjoy your flight, enjoy it. What, 4 weeks? No, okay, that's quite a long time. Yeah, I imagine things like that is very annoying though. So yeah, not good, not good. Okay, so where is the door? I want to know where the door is. Does anyone here know where the door to the terminal is? Okay, I think actually we need to just end it here, really. I can't find the door. I mean, we have a perfect view of the aircraft that we barely can see. It's very windy, so. But yeah, that was it for today then. Again, we're flying out of Tromsø tomorrow. I think we are scheduled on the MAX, but Norwegian is changing their aircraft type here 24/7. Because we were supposed to fly with the MAX today as well, but then suddenly they changed to the NG again. First NG, then the MAX, then the NG again. So it is a bit annoying, to be honest. But yeah, that's just how it is. But I think it should be the MAX, but I hope it will be the NG. As long as the NG on Saturday, then I'm happy. Guess what? Norwegian had changed back to the NG again. Okay, we're flying with NG tomorrow then, hopefully. Okay, nice. Oh yeah, Norwegian, that's fair enough, you win. So yeah, we're flying then from Haugesund to Oslo, and then we're flying around to Copenhagen. So that's the plan for tomorrow. But again, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this one today, and I hope to see you all again on the next one, so tomorrow. So have a good evening, everyone. See you all again soon. Bye-bye.